Oh no, I forgot about Detdet! I forgot
What?
to put Detdet in
Oh.
here. Hold
Hey.
on. Let me fix that. Oh, I should be recording also.
Hey.
He's
There-
just so forgettable.
Hey.
Wow. He's been gone
I
for
get him.
one session and you already forget about him? That's mean.
He hasn't even been gone. Ignacio has.
Chat, thank you so much for coming in for session 42 of our Curse of Strahd campaign. We are... Who knows what's going to happen with this group? What's that?
I'm still not used to that number being so large.
It keeps
I'm never
getting
going to
bigger.
get used to it.
I
I know. That's the thing about numbers.
Listen, not all numbers. The fact that we've been
No.
streaming this for like over a year now, that is wild.
That is fucked up, yeah.
So before we get started with tonight's session, let's go ahead and introduce our players. Detdet, who are you? Who are you playing? And where can we find you?
Okay, so first and foremost, if you've been watching for 42 sessions and you don't know who we are, you can probably go back to session 1.
Listen, just assume that everyone doesn't know.
But, okay, anyways. Hey, I'm Detdet. You can find me at twitch.tv/strugglepunk2, where I'm probably not eating gummy worms while I'm supposed to be doing my intro.
Yeah.
You can also find me at YouTube at youtube.com/Detdet's VOD Depot, where you can find all of my little VODs, as long as I make sure to remind myself to upload them. Whoopsie.
Who are you playing?
Anyways, I'm playing Joshua Iosefvich, like a very normal dude who's very confused that people seem to like think that he's creepy. He's a scientist.
Yeah.
He's out here doing science. Normal science.
The fact that you're eating gummy worms, you know, the things that like worms, the things that like eat dead people is like, it is very on brand.
It's a cycle of life.
It's the no.
Liger, who are you? Who are you playing?
Hello.
Where can I find you?
I'm Limitless Liger. You can find me at Limitless Liger. I'm playing Beacon, the fun-loving, big softy robot man.
Yeah. And
who hates vampires.
Where can we find you?
I said that.
Oh, you did.
Liger.
My bad.
On Twitch.tv and YouTube.
Yeah. All right.
On YouTube?
YouTube? iTunes?
Once in a while, I'll post a TikTok.
Chuck,
impossible. I don't believe
you. Who are you? Where can we find you? Who are you playing?
Underground Tavern 07. You can find me on Twitch. I am playing Thalin Miltic, the kind of asshole trying to improve himself elf.
Yeah. Listen, kind of a-holes are the best kind of a-holes to play. Like, sometimes it's fun to just cause problems in D&D.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, known problem starter. Detdet over here doesn't know what I'm talking about. Well, it's Joshua that's the problem starter.
I don't know what you're talking about. Has he caused a problem?
Yes.
What have I done?
Terrified everyone in Valaki in a very, like, politically, like, dangerous situation.
That's on them. I've done nothing that's immoral or unethical. No one was using this body. This body completely unoccupied for way longer.
Pretty sure grave robbing is a crime.
Yes.
Still.
Well, see, it's not grave robbing because he wasn't in a grave.
Well, you're gonna be.
Did they not? Like, I had just assumed they burned him the second he died.
Well, he was kind of just laying there for a while, and they kind of had other things to do. And also, the coffin maker is dead.
Yeah. Hey, you reduce, you reuse, you recycle. It's important.
And we're on the reuse and recycle part.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we jump into the session, does anyone have anything they would like to promote? Like maybe a birthday boy?
Anything happening tomorrow specifically?
Oh, what? No, not tomorrow.
Oh, it's next week. Oh, it's next week. My bad.
Yeah.
It's his actual birthday, isn't it?
No.
Oh. Well, what are you...
August 21st, next Friday.
Yeah, what's happening?
It's gonna be my birthday. We're gonna do birthday streams. We're gonna do party games. Jackbox, maybe.
I'll be there. So probably.
Yeah. And maybe Among Us.
Ooh.
I don't know. It depends on who has it.
So I just remembered something. Liger, I need you to do me a favor.
What? Yeah? Huh?
Okay, so as a result of your new magic item, the Amulet of the Devout, I want you to go into your channel divinity and add undead to the things that you can turn.
Oh, thank God.
I was just thinking about that thing. I looked at it and I was like, man, this channel divinity is useless. When are you going to find a fae or a fiend here? Well, you did find fae, but...
Episode, we got hags!
Yeah, you did kill a hag. You could have used it.
And we did use it very successfully against that horse.
Oh, right, you did turn that one. Alright, so...
Yeah!
Last time on Curse of Strahd. Following Irina and Ignacio's sacrifice, Thalin and Beacon are left battered and as low as they've been since arriving in Barovia. Thalin is desperate to save Ignacio immediately, but Beacon reminds him their chances are better if they recoup their supplies, gather allies, and rest. Much to his chagrin, Thalin relents. Thalin confesses to Beacon that Escher encouraged Thalin to kill his party members, which doesn't surprise Beacon, but when Thalin refused, that did surprise him. Suspicious of Thalin, Beacon destroys...
Such an asshole!
I spill out my heart and this is what happens.
Yeah, for real. Suspicious of Thalin, Beacon destroys the strange orb Thalin took from the Durst Manor the night they first arrived, believing it to be cursed. The next morning, Beacon and Thalin retrieve the corpses of Brom and Bray Marnikov and rush from the castle. They escape, and Thalin revives the two, who turn to their were-raven form and return to Vallaki. Thalin and Beacon follow behind. Upon returning to Vallaki, Danica meets the duo at the gates. After hearing about the loss at Ravenloft, Danica rushes the two to the inn and regales them of what occurred in their absence. Adelaide von Holtz, the fake persona of Strahd uses in Vallaki, approached the Marnikovs and threatened them if they were to reveal the truth of House von Holtz or House Karolov. The second bit of news is revealed to them at the end. A bizarre Barovian man named Joshua awaits the party alongside the reformed corpse of Ezek. Before Joshua can explain his presence, he's sidetracked by Beacon, who he believes possesses a soul despite being a construct. Beacon is able to remove himself from the conversation to discuss recent events with Casimir. Beacon apologizes to Casimir for relinquishing the ears of Rahadin to Strahd, all but guaranteeing the Chamberlain's return. But Casimir is less concerned and more concerned than he is about Beacon's well-being. Casimir fears that Beacon's connection to Garadon may cause Joshua to become involved in studying him, which leads to Beacon expressing that even if he does contain pieces of Garadon, he is his own person. Casimir acknowledges this, and says that even though Beacon reminds him of his lost companion, he's still a bright spot in Casimir's otherwise dark life. The moment is interrupted by Erwin informing Beacon that Thalin was preparing to kill and revivify Joshua in the name of science.
Once again, what do you mean bizarre? What do you mean bizarre Barovian? What do you mean by that?
After Beacon puts an end to their shenanigans, Joshua explains himself. Joshua hails from Kresk, where he studied the nature of individuals with and without souls in a bid to conquer death. In this pursuit, he began working with the abbot of the Abbey of St. Markovia. Among his projects was a soul matrix he used to implant his soulless friend Lazarus with an artificial soul and assisting the abbot in making horrific changes to Ezek. Joshua explains he has a 4-year-old daughter who the abbot intends to offer as a bride to Strahd to allow him to pass from Barovia. Witnessing the abbot's madness, Joshua left Kresk to assemble a group to combat him. He came to Vallaki in hopes of recruiting his former patient Ezek, but upon seeing he had died, he instead placed Lazarus' soul matrix into him. From there, he planned to join with the party to stop the abbot, and offers to assist the party in saving Ignacio and Irina. Hesitantly, Thalin and Beacon agree. With that, we are now back where we were before. Joshua, I forgot to make Joshua a token again. Dang, you'll be Ignacio still.
Is that the longest recap we've ever had?
It was a very long one.
That's up there.
Yeah.
I resent the characterization of Joshua being odd. Everyone else is being weird about him.
Yeah, no, you're...
Right.
And denial is just a river in Egypt, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is actually. Well, actually, if we're doing Faerun, Egypt and the real world are canon to like Abir Torel because like a country in like the world of Toril is just like a bunch of Egyptian like people that got like isekai into Faerun
Anyway,
like a while back.
Anyway, Joshua, you have left to begin gathering up supplies that you need. You were told that it would be 4 hours that you could reach the group at the west gates. Isaac, or Lazarus rather, is currently gathering your supplies. Beacon, Thalin, you guys are currently alone in the room with Casimir, and you guys are about to go do your own things to get ready. What are you doing?
The guy that what a fellow.
You already did discuss what a fellow.
Oh, I must reiterate. I do not want this, but it seems advantageous to us. Danica. Is Danica in the room?
Danica is not in the room, but as soon as you call out her name, you're going to see her like immediately come down the stairs. Like, we were here listening. What's going on?
We will be departing soon. I would like to speak with Ismark. Where is he?
He is in the stables right now. As soon as Joshua appeared and began speaking all of his stuff, Ismark basically managed to be one of the lucky ones who escaped out of the room before he noticed.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't call him lucky right now. I guess I'll go talk to Ismark. Thalin, I will meet you at the gates.
Where are the gates from here?
They are. I posted a map.
To the
west.
Yeah, they are to west. Let me see.
Or to the west. Well, there is also a gate to the east, but it's not the one we're going to.
Let's see. Blue Water Inn and Tavern. Okay, you're right in the middle of Valaki. You'd have to go, like, just follow the road west. You can't miss it. But that's in 4 hours.
Thalin?
What?
That I asked I will see you in 4 hours at the west gate, Thalin.
He gives you kind of a stiff nod because he's still not happy about the situation and kind of goes off on his own.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Deacon is suddenly realizing that he's let Thalin loose in this town by himself.
I was thinking about that, but I wasn't going to say it. Also Joshua. Also Isaac.
I guess I'll go to the stable.
All right. As you go into the stable, it's pretty much exactly the way that you left it. You're going to see that up against one of the far walls is Ismark, and he is sitting down with his back to the wall, and he can't get up because Mirabelle has just plopped herself down on top of his lap, and it looks like he has been trying to figure out a way to get her off, not really succeeding, and just accepting his life when he sees you coming in.
Hello, Mirabelle. I see he has woken up. Is he of his right mind?
She is going to, immediately seeing you, she's gonna make like a little chirpy sound and head over and like rub against you. It's weird that like this giant saber-tooth tiger, it's because you're 7 feet tall, she does like rub against you in a way that maybe like a Great Dane would. And she's gonna say, he was crazy for a little bit, but Casimir got him right.
This is excellent news. I would wish to speak with him. Let's say I asked Danica for a wolf steak before I went out there.
Okay, let's say that.
And I toss her a steak.
She is going to accept it and immediately head into the little stable that she is taking residence in and begin ripping it apart. Ismark is going to stand and begin brushing off like the hay and say, I hadn't expected you back so soon. What happened? Where is everyone?
So, This
Where's Irina?
me and Thalin are the ones that made it out. The other two are alive, but they are captive.
And you just see him go wide-eyed, and all of the color drains from his face. Irina's in Castle Ravenloft?
I would have joined Beacon around this time.
Okay.
He didn't know what else to do, so
Oh, okay.
him feels lost.
Yes. Yes, she is.
He is going to just reach out to the wall and put his hand against it. As he's just trying to hold himself up, he is shaking, and you see that he almost looks like he's on the verge of vomiting, as he doesn't really say anything and just looks aghast.
I step in front of him, and I kind of put my hand on his shoulder. They are gone for now, but I can promise you we will get them back. Just because they're gone now does not mean they're gone for good.
She's with Strahd. How can she not be gone for good?
So is my brother. I know how you feel. We are going to work together. We are going to get them back. It will either that or my life is forfeit. I promise you this now.
So I want you to go ahead and make a persuasion roll there, Chuck.
Oh, good. Look at that. It's 18 on the dice. That's a total of... Where did my character sheet go? There it is. Persuasion, you said?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 19.
Okay, with a 19, you are going to see him looking at you. He doesn't look like totally hopeless, but he just doesn't say anything as he just nods. Like, he believes the words that you are saying are things that you believe. Whether he believes they're possible, completely different story. And then he looks to Beacon.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention for a second.
He's got the both of my brothers, not just one, as it turns out.
We will get them back, for sure. The one advantage we have over the devil is his vanity. There's no world in which he does not make an entire ceremony of his wedding. We have time enough for him to plan one. And we will go get her back.
He's gonna, like, almost just, like, despite himself, he's going to chuckle. And he says, how much we can at least be sure. But how?
How?
We're going to kill Strahd eventually.
Well, that is the end goal. The question of how is
I mean,
we are
I don't think we can get them back without killing him. Therefore,
I'm gonna lean into Ismark and whisper. We are going to Kresk to gather allies. One such that we know is Esmeralda, a famed monster hunter. And evidently, you've met Yasha, I suppose.
Oh, the crazy guy? Yeah, I was there for a little bit.
He is new, but he will be useful.
Why are you saying new like he just joined your group?
We promised to help him on a matter.
Is that wise?
Wise, perhaps not, but risks must be taken in such an occasion.
I suppose so. If anything.
Everyone is so mean to me.
Everyone's mean to me. Be nice to me. It's almost my birthday.
It is. Fuck you.
Well, I don't know how you're going to get out of Vallaki with a necromancer, but a necromancer does...
Well, the getting out is rather simple. The getting back in afterwards will be tough.
Fair enough. Goodness. Above.
In the meantime, what will you do?
Despite everything, I need to get back to Barovia Village. I can't just leave the Barovians there without governance.
I expected you would say such a thing. I don't personally think it is very wise, but I don't know if I can persuade you otherwise.
What would be wise about it?
Well, traveling by yourself, and also... Do you know why you were brought here to Vallaki? Do you remember that?
No, I remember that the man with the hood, he told me a little bit that Strahd had done something to me to mess with my mind.
Yes, isn't he great?
I didn't really get the chance.
No!
I didn't really get the chance to get to know him.
Anyway,
That was so cute,
Liger! Well, you were afflicted with a modify memory spell, such to a degree where you believed Strahd to be your best of friends.
Yeah, he mentioned something like that. That makes my skin crawl, honestly. And I assume that's where, and he's going to like pull his hair back and show you the bite marks. I assume that's where these came from.
Yes, and the bump on the back of your head, we were not involved in that either.
Oh, where did the bump come from then?
Who knows?
You're not gonna say that was Irina?
It was your sister.
That checks out.
That checks out.
Honestly, I would have done the same, but I'm not very strong, so maybe not. I would have done it in spirit.
I will insist if you go back to Barova, you take Irina's horse with you.
Lizette, right?
Lizette. She's quite strong, and she can hopefully keep you safe from monsters on the road. And if you get the chance to get close to Castle Ravenloft, I'm still whispering. If you get a chance to get close to Castle Ravenloft, the horse will be able to speak with Irina.
Really? That's a thing it can do? She can do... Is it she?
It is a spectral horse. I think she... I am not sure.
Well, how if the horse can talk to Irina, that's great, but I can't talk to a horse.
There's a bird I am familiar with who can carry a message.
You can't talk to a bird either, dog.
The bird talks to the horse, Detdet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the bird comes to find me.
Yeah.
Ismark is there at like the horse is Ismark's bodyguard. But the bird is flying sort of a brave mission for us, which I should probably talk to him about.
Add it to the list of things to do.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. But I be very careful and be safe. I worry for you. If I had the time, I would teach you as well. Irina learned quite fast. I'm sure that you would learn fast as well.
Irina's strong in a way that I'm not. She's stronger. She's got a stronger will than I do.
I suppose you haven't seen her. She can smite now.
Wait, the thing where like the sword glows and you smack someone?
She has slain a few things.
Yeah, the way I look at you.
It's fucked up. You're gonna lie to him like that?
There was this twig blights are very
He's nodding
very
because
formidable.
he's nodding because to a commoner, absolutely a twig blight would be scary. Well, he's noble, but still.
To a noble, a twig blight is like breakfast.
Anyway,
That's part of the reason why I'm worried. Don't get me wrong. I'm worried out of my wits, but I know that Irina somehow, she's still got that fire burning inside her somehow.
oh, most definitely. I can't let myself fail, otherwise I would feel her ire from here.
She did it to save the people in our party.
That sounds like her. She's been, ever since our father died, she's carried such a guilt on herself. I suppose in some ways I knew this was inevitable, but the part of me that hopes believed that maybe there would be something that would stop it. And maybe if that hope still lives, it lives in you all.
We will see it done, or die trying.
Please don't be the latter. I know that you would have her ire if you died as well. I think she would have more ire if you died than if she did.
If I fall to pieces, well, we'll try again next time.
He's looking at you and how, like, cobbled together you are, and he just goes, and he just nods. He doesn't say anything, but he's clearly thinking, like, a strong gust of wind, and you'll surely fall to pieces.
I'm not even sure if I can die, or if I'll just go dormant for another 500 years.
How about we don't test that?
I have Revivify, it will be okay.
Would Revivify work on a construct, do you think?
You know, I was just thinking, after I said that, I was like, well, I don't know if that would work on me.
You know what? You know, I've been thinking a really long time about whether or not reincarnate may work on Beacon.
You cast it, and all of a sudden, all of the flowers start to bloom on Beacon, but he stay down. Well, let me go talk to the inn owners and see if I can get any kind of provisions, at least for the road.
Yes.
I'd like to go
I will.
Going quick is smart, but going slow is enough to make sure that nothing jumps out and gets you.
I will stay here and talk to this horse off screen to explain the plan.
Okay. And he's gonna give you a thumbs up and head out of the room. As he does that, he will clap you on the shoulder, and he does the same to you, Thalin, before he goes out of the room.
Godspeed.
So
We got to get them back, for his sake.
So while
For all our sakes.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that was all I was saying. This is for everyone's sake.
So, Beacon, while you are going to spend some time with the horse, Thalin, what are you currently doing?
I also got to track down Drescoy.
If you would like to have a moment to think about what your next option is, you can absolutely do that. We can cut the Detdet.
Yeah, please do, because right now he's at a position where I just genuinely don't know where to go from here.
Okay. I just messaged you something. So
Okay.
we're gonna cut to Joshua. Joshua, where are you going right now?
Girl, I'm going to the graveyard.
Of course you are.
I gotta pick up some supplies. I wasn't kidding about that.
Some supplies.
I mean,
that's important.
Here lies John's supply.
Joshua,
how'd you know his name?
As you were walking through the town, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Go. Give me 1 second. Let me roll that. On my big fancy shiny dice that I got from the D&D tower at Gen Con.
Nice. Every time he gets to talk about Gen Con, he will talk about it.
A little bit.
It's like Howard Wolowitz with going to space.
A little bit.
That's a deep cut.
I didn't even get that.
Oh, shit.
That's a Big Bang Theory.
Oh.
I'm sorry. It was too perfect to not say it.
That is a plus
You do
9.
talk about
Okay,
going to
that's a
space a
19.
lot.
A 19? With a 19, you are walking through the streets. It's definitely like, this feels way different than Kresk. Like, Kresk, small, painfully small. But it's weird for you to walk and see, like, multiple people on the streets. But at the same time, their treatment of you is wholly familiar. You see them gawking at you. Some are kind of, like, steering clear. You hear people whispering as you pass.
Well, okay, so I'm used to like a very small town vibe.
Yeah.
So I think if he notices people like really gawking at him, he's just going to like cheerfully wave at them. Like he's going to be like, "Hello, how are you this morning?" Excuse me, I forgot the voice I was doing. "Hello, how are you this morning?"
You will see that some of the people that you would recognize in your expertise, you definitely know the difference between the gaze of a soulful and a soulless. You would notice that the people with souls maybe occasionally like skitter away, maybe they'll wave, kind of like confused. The people who are soulless are just going to stare at you kind of blankly and with a little bit of fear behind their eyes.
Notably, I do not wave at the soulless.
Gotcha. Eventually,
I just like I'll maybe give them like a little smile or something like that, or just like a thing. But I'm like I will not. I'm not going to speak. Go out of my way to speak to somebody who's soulless.
Yeah.
If they start a conversation with me, yeah, I'll respond.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, they're not talking to you.
This is like one of those like guys in the manosphere that insist on the other people being NPCs.
Yes,
What?
but literally. Eventually, you will find your way to the graveyard. You see that there are a few plots that have recently been dug, but this is completely empty. You notice a few ravens kind of scattered about. What are you doing?
I'm going to. So what I'm going to do is now the thing about like bodies is that they don't necessarily transport super well, like a full body.
Yeah, if you can believe
But
that.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take out some of my horrific flesh book, and I'm going to start making some notes based on like the new information that I've got. The idea of like a soul bound to a construct is really like it's hit me a little different. I've been hit with a couple of different like possibilities that like on my work that like I wasn't necessarily. It's led to a couple lines of inquiry that are like new for Joshua and something that he thinks that he could probably pull off. Because like he's experimented with the idea of like flesh being like just a vessel for the soul and like essentially a construct. Like there's not actually that much difference between like meat and metal in this case. And he already knows how to like use electricity to like animate things and to like provide it with sort of like a motive force. And like he's kind of proved that with Isaac, with his like, stuff going on there. And he's thinking to himself, what if I actually don't need any of the muscles? Like I can make muscles fire, no problem. But what if I could do it with something like just have the animating force be the electricity and then like have some sort of like simplistic construct, nothing as elaborate as nothing nearly as elaborate as Lazarus, but something a little bit simpler, just like a basic sort of like soul matrix. Like think of it like a simple program instead of like something as complex as like a full person.
Right.
So he's going not necessarily to the fresh plots, but he is like I'm assuming there's like a couple like mausoleums, like some like old like body, like bones and such.
100% yes.
And he's just gonna kind of stroll into one that's open. With like if he can find one that's open, he's just gonna head on in.
Okay.
Specifically, I think he's going to intentionally look for something that's a little bit more neglected, not out of any kind of sense of respect for like the family or whatever, but like the less if it's more neglected, that means there's probably not as many people looking after it, which means that it's probably not going to come. It's going to be easier to get after.
Yeah. So you see
stealth or anything?
What's that?
Are you being stealthy at all?
I don't
walking in.
I don't think I'm being particularly stealthy. I'm not out here attempting to draw attention to myself, but I'm not like hiding or anything.
All
I
right.
guess the groundskeeper is like bed sick in the orphanage.
Yeah, he is recovering. By the way, this is outside the Church of Saint Andrel, but you will find that there are several mausoleums. One of them you see like has the door like slightly ajar to it, and as you go in, you can tell by the thick layers of dust that this place has not only not been attended to, but also no one has come in here for a while. And the thought crosses your mind, this is very likely just a family that has been eliminated by natural means and has not been able to reproduce and keep their line going, as happens a lot in Barovia.
I think there's like a momentary sympathy from Joshua, not necessarily out of any respect for the dead or anything along those lines, but just like, he's the contrary to what you might assume based on this. He isn't like happy when people die, but like it is one of those things where like, well, this is convenient. It's a shame that like, they're no longer like their souls are inhabiting different vessels. It's not necessarily like the craziest thing, especially with the closed loop of reincarnation in Barovia. But it is nice of them to like have laid out like material so readily available. And the fact that like it's not going to be missed by anyone is especially fortuitous. And what he's going to do is he's going to make some notes, and he's going to start like taking a couple like electrodes out of his pack, and he's going to sort of like start experimenting a little bit. Like he's going to like make some notes and start like adjusting like exactly what kind of power and like what kind of like amperage he's going to need to be able to like have the electricity like act as like muscle for this like construct without the how do I want to put it, without the necessity for like a physical like cord of muscle that needs to be activated by electrical impulse.
Right.
And so he's gonna like mess around with that for a little bit. He could if you want to have him make it like an Arcana check or something along those lines, that's fine. But he's like once he's done that for a little bit, he's going to start like once he's kind of like satisfied with his progress, he's going to start packing up as many bones, like as many full skeletons as he can fit in his pack. Because thankfully, bones are transport a lot easier than flesh. Flesh is like really heavy.
Yes.
Bones comparatively light.
Okay, so you're not animating them at this moment.
No, I do not actually. As a 8th level artificer, I do not technically have access to 3rd level spells yet.
Okay, you're just getting ready for it.
Yes, this is me preparing. Like I've gotten some new ideas because of Beacon. Those ideas I'm trying to express that so that way whenever I start creating an undead army, or a series of like a workforce to be put to work to use for projects, whatever you can to like get some value out of the materials that are lying around. That is I'm just trying to like preempt that. I'm trying to set up for that. I'm trying to make it like he's been working on this.
Right. Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Sure thing. All right, so that is a 16 on the dice.
That was a solid thud
8.
when it hit the counter.
Oh yeah. So 16 plus 8, that's a 24.
I'm gonna say that I got rid of so many of my concerns because I was like, is this man just gonna walk out of town with like 18 skeletons?
Oh no. That comes later. I'm gonna walk back into town with 18 skeletons.
See, that's the part that Beacon was talking about. That's gonna be the getting him into town. Right now, you're just like
no. Well, you see, no. Well, okay, so like, listen, it's one of those things where like, how do
hats, and they're gonna build a school.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like it's a labor force. Like if I'm in town, I'm gonna put them to work. It's like Valaki's been hit really hard. They need to rebuild.
Listen, I'm not saying that you're not right, Detdet, but I'm just saying that if someone walked into your town with a team of polar bears, you would be scared. It didn't matter if they were here to do construction.
It's not even.
What if they were wearing? What if they were wearing like high vis vest and like a construction helmet
and hard hats and stuff?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
would you guys be scared
would
of
be.
polar bears in construction gear?
I'd be
I
like,
think
this
I
is,
walked
this
on
is
a set
charming as
of a
hell.
Coca-Cola commercial.
Well, no, because you're not in the middle of a server farm.
That's true.
Running fucking Chat GPT. I can't believe they fucking did that. That was crazy.
How can I tell that I'm not in a server farm?
How can any of us tell, really?
Well, Beacon
Rocco's
specifically, I
basilisk.
think. Oh, okay. I mean, listen, if
Anyway.
we're gonna play like Are We in the Matrix or whatever, we're gonna be here all day.
Yeah. So you are going to, by the way, if we are in the Matrix, can someone just unplug us, please?
Please.
Damn.
It's so much. It'd be so much more humane.
Anyway, as you are working on these electrodes and you're getting everything set up, you are able to concentrate your magic in a way that would kind of like electromagnetize them in a way that if a skeleton were to exist without magic, it would just fall apart. The only thing that's keeping it together are the fleshy bits, are the muscles, but you are able to construct it in a way that you are certain that it would be able to walk around, and it's not indestructible, it's still a skeleton, but it could probably take a few hits.
Mm-hmm.
And it can certainly, like, do some stuff.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
And really quick, I am going to put Chuck and Liger somewhere else as I describe what else happens.
Hey.
It's your favorite time. Hold on 1 second.
It's not. Hey, we're gone.
So, Detdet.
Hey, what's up?
You are going to hear, as you're working on this, you basically feel like jolts of electricity sparking through you, starting with your deformed eye, and it's so strong that you feel it in your teeth. That same sensation that you got all that time ago, and you're going to hear a voice whispering in your mind, "You have been quite busy, haven't you?"
Oh. Maybe I do need to sleep. Hearing the voice again. I'm going to kind of like shake my hand as like I kind of like I've been using shocking grasp in order to like manipulate the electricity and like spark the electrodes and like taking notes based off that. So I'm assuming this is just like some feedback.
They won't animate as the construct does. He is.
Oh, of course not. It's a simpler. Well, of course not. It's a simpler form. It's the difference between a how to phrase it. It's the difference between the soul and the soulless. It's someone Lazarus, and he's just talking out loud. He's like external. Yeah. He's seeing this as like him externalizing his process. Like he's having a conversation with himself in order to think things through. Of course not. It's one of those. It's the difference between the soul and the soulless. It's an animating force. It's something divine that lingers on. It's something that separates man from beast. These things are comparatively much more simple. They won't have any sort of spark of true life, or in the same way that the construct does, or Lazarus does. But still, they can be made to serve. They can be made to assist. It is a tragedy that they have gone, but it is a blessing that they can remain and serve.
You're going to hear silence permeate for a while, long enough to where you're certain that whatever that was has just passed, maybe in a moment of your tiredness, before you hear it return again and say, "How far will you follow those two?"
Until our interests come, but as long as our interests align, I see no reason not to assist. They seem to be doing quite well for themselves and for the village of Valaki. I see no reason why they cannot be encouraged to do more.
What goals do they have with the devil?
Oh, the usual adventurer things. They probably find his continued rule morally objectionable, which fair. But they will, and with luck, perhaps they will kill the devil, and then they will leave this place, and I'll have a slightly new set of experimental conditions to test with. It's win-win-win as far as I'm concerned.
I can see where their path stretches. One of those destined paths leads up Mount Gakis. Do all in your power to accompany them there.
I mean, there were several pieces of folklore about like temples around the area. It might be worth it to stop by and see what's going on over there.
And you are just going to feel like power surging through you as it kind of extends out of your hands, and again the shocking grasp, but somehow this one feels stronger than the ones that you've used before, and of course involuntary. Upon Mount Gakis, you will find power unlike anything you've ever experienced. And that voice is going to leave you. And let me go ahead and bring back the boys so they can be confused about what you're going to be talking about.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Did you
Right,
know
what's up?
Chuck had a secret 600 gold he was hiding from me?
What?
That's
No,
Tracy.
Chuck's yeah, I knew that because he
Hiding
said
it.
last time he said I've got 600 gold. I knew that.
Yeah, exactly.
I just gave, out of the kindness of Thalin's heart, he just gave Beacon half of it.
Okay, nice.
Incredible.
All right, I could actually make potions.
By the way,
Joshua's gonna kind of flex his hand a little bit. He's like, I need to learn to control myself a little bit. It doesn't do well to have. It doesn't have do well to not have a grasp on exactly the amperage. And he's going to go back to work. And he's just going to go back to work. And he's going to start unfitting some of the electrodes because, it's still going to need some adjustments, some work. But he's got like a start at least.
All right. So with that, we are going to return back to the inn. Thalin, Beacon is going to leave. Yeah, Beacon is going to leave after a certain point. He does not make any indication that you are to follow. What are you currently doing?
I mean, we're about to leave. He would probably try to get all of his stuff together and try to get a little bit of rest before we head to the gate.
So out of curiosity, are you going to do that down in the dining room? Like, are you just kind of like setting up and then just kind of leaning in a chair trying to take a little bit of a nap?
I mean, I don't have a room here, so
you could probably ask Danica to grab you like a room if you needed to just like take a little bit of a nap.
I go to the bar and kind of like give a little knock at the bar.
Danica will come out of the back and be like, "Oh yes, honey, can I help you?"
Do you have room for only a couple hours?
For one or
kind of looks around. Just me.
All right. She's going to like go and grab you a key and hand it to you, and she'll say, "Why don't you take the first door on the right, or the first door when you go upstairs?"
I hand her 2 gold pieces.
No. You've done more than enough.
He walks away.
Before you get too far, Casimir is going to approach you and kind of like grab a hold of your shoulder and say, "Thalin, may we speak for a moment?"
He turns, sees who it is. He goes, "Okay, if we must." He said he kind of sits down next to him.
And he is going to just like kind of take a breath and be like, "I need you to trust me for a moment, if you don't mind."
Trust does not come easier for people like me.
I realize, but we are in a public place. Danica is nearby. The boys are running around upstairs. Erwin's not here. Please, no, I won't do anything untoward. I just want to check something.
He gives him an unknowingly nod. He's like, I don't know what you're gonna do, but okay.
So Casimir is going to tie a blindfold around your eyes and then proceed to use a little bit of like candle wax to like screw into your ears. Again, I ask that you be patient with me.
Thalin very uncomfortably says, I don't look, listen, I do not know what you're doing, but I'm going to trust you this one time because I'm trying to be new man. You go ahead, do not hurt me, or I will have to cut off ears.
My ears are already off.
Oh, that's right! I will cut off nose. You hurt me, I will cut off nose.
He's got your nose.
I forgot about his ears. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. That's really funny. So Casimir.
It's fine. I cut the nose off. It's fine.
Casimir, you can't see or hear what he's doing, but you will feel bits of magic kind of sweeping over
Excuse
you.
me.
You are going to feel first the effects of protection from good and evil, and then he is going to cast another spell on you. And then after that, he is going to basically undo your blindfold and take out the wax in your ears. And as you look, you will see that the magic items that you are currently wearing are glowing, but everything else about you seems about the same.
So my spear
Your
is glowing.
Your cloak of protection.
My cloak of protection. The caltrops bag, I would imagine, is also is glowing.
Yes, that's correct.
So anything I'm wearing is glowing. Got it.
Only if it's magic.
I kind of look at him. What did you do? Why is things glowing that did not glow before?
Detect magic.
Uh,
And he is going to unfasten the necklace from around him, and he is going to hold it up. You would notice that as it's close to him, it is a piece of amber that you saw before. It has a glow of black on it as it's close to him, and as he draws it in front of you, that glow dissipates. And he looks between it and you for a moment. And he's going to sigh, like kind of a sigh of relief, and he's going to say, they occupy a portion of your mind at this moment, don't they? The voices that promise something greater. The promise you could be something greater with their help. Am I
I
wrong?
could be king if I listen to my dreams. I'm supposed to be king.
Are these the thoughts that tell you not to trust your companions?
Oh, he kind of recalls whenever he was getting literal voices in his head saying you cannot, like, if they had left you down here, they could, if they could have left you down here, they would, that kind of stuff. And he kind of explains everything to him.
Casimir is going to reattach the necklace, and he's going to sit down and stare you dead in the eyes and say, you cannot listen to them, no matter what you do.
What do you know about the voices in head?
People here in Barovia, they experience different sensations. Mostly adventurers, but occasionally those inside Barovia will also feel them. The presence of the dark powers. They are unknowable, all-powerful beings, and they tell you great things that you could be, that you can accomplish, and they will give it to you, yes, but at cost you never even thought that you could pay. They will take everything.
What other costs can I pay for what I've done? I've lost my brother. I've lost Asher. I've lost Deep. I almost said Detdet.
No, you almost said deep.
He's lost
I lost
Detdet.
Asher. I've lost Ignacio. It just seems like more people are just getting cut because I am not strong enough.
I know this feels hard, and this feels like a sure solution. But I guarantee you, even when you think you have nothing to lose, they will invent something to harm you. I had nothing for decades. And then, finally, I find a bit of light, and I hesitate to even grow close to it because I know that if you can... Thalin, you're not the only one who has Whispers. I've accepted these bargains, and I know what they can take.
Well, the last one did not take because they wanted me to kill Ignacio and Beacon to
So
be
real quick,
bound. What?
that's a little bit different, Chuck, because that was Escher saying that.
Right. That was the voices in my head.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nah.
Rewind.
Thalin, I have lost every Dusk Elf. I've lost my sister. I had no one. And I thought surely there would be nothing else they could take. And here I experienced something I had not felt in a while. And I even hesitate to grow close to it because I know it's only going to be used to hurt me because of what bargains I've taken.
So, do not listen to voices in head.
Under no circumstances.
Who is sending those voices to my head?
The dark
It is not my. It is not my thinking.
No, of course not. In Barovia, in Ravenloft, there are dark powers that attempt to reach out to make people the champions. They will attempt to corrupt you into being their idealized warrior. They'll give you things. But
maybe if I had known this before, I could have saved Ignacio.
Maybe, but who knows what would have even happened? Maybe they would have required you to strike down Ignacio. There's always something.
He kind of glances off, kind of to the side. He goes, "That was a request from somebody, in a sense."
Did Irina explain to us what Ignacio did?
No, she didn't.
Okay, so we wouldn't know.
You would not know, no. Thalin. And he's gonna sigh. Beacon doesn't trust you, and I'm going to be very frank about that because I believe that you should know. But please understand that it's not out of malice, it's out of caution. Make him wrong. Prove that you are strong enough to not give into it.
Damn, I thought me and Beacon were getting along.
Did you say that?
Yes!
Oh, he looks hurt. He looks like, oh no!
Damn, I thought me and Beacon were getting along after both of us getting killed trying to fight Strahd together.
I'm not saying you're not. I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. I was just meant to say, please prove him wrong. Show that you are a good companion.
I was good companion. I saved his life.
Exactly. Show that the voices have no power over you.
I will do the best I can.
You're strong. That's why they target you.
Just kind of gives a straight nod, like, okay, I will have to take better care of what I listen to, the voices in my head. Does this mean I'm crazy?
No, if you were crazy, I am right there with you. I don't even have ears anymore, and still I hear their voices.
we may very both be mad. You know this.
Well, people who are mad sometimes make the best company.
He's like, I'm still here, so.
And then Casimir will give you a gay nod.
If there's nothing, do you have room?
Do I have room? Yes. Danica has allowed me to stay for some time.
Well, if you need anything, he kind of like tells him where his room's at. You just let me know. We'll figure it out.
Thalin, I want you to go ahead and roll me a d20.
Shit. This is a straight 20?
Yeah.
17.
Okay. Okay, if you had rolled low, I was gonna have him take that in like a sexual manner and be like, what?
Oh! I knew it! When you said roll, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you nod in a gay way.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll for queer baiting.
All right. He is going to just give you a resolute nod and say, the same is true of you. We are allies.
Indeed we are. He gives me like a little forearm. Yeah.
He does the best he can with his shrimpy little wizard arms.
He tries. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a thought that counts.
You know what I mean. All right. So with that, we are going to, as you go upstairs to take yourself a little nap, we're going to bounce back up to Liger. Liger, why don't you tell us what you're up to?
That's nice. Was I supposed to talk to
You can
Blinsky
do whatever
first?
you want, man.
I'm gonna go talk to Blinsky.
I hate
God
you.
damn it.
All right.
I also
You
hate
said I
him.
could do whatever I wanted.
I know. I was like, I shouldn't have said that.
And yet, look at what you do with that freedom.
Man, it's like that panel from Spider-Man. It's like, you can cure cancer, and he's like, I don't want to cure cancer. I want to be a pterodactyl.
I want to turn people into dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly. So you are going to head over to the to Blinsky's shop, and you will definitely notice it because it's got that sign that says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Hello, Blinsky.
He is going to
What
turn.
the fuck do you want to talk to Blinsky for?
He is gonna turn. Piccolo is immediately going to just like do a little bit of like a tiny little wave. He says, "Oh yes, hello, friend."
Hello, Blinsky. I've come in to ask you about the job. How much do one of your custom jobs cost?
Oh well, since Mr. Isaac isn't here anymore, they're now available.
Yes, I heard that some misfortune had fallen upon your best customer.
But then I hear that maybe not. People say
I wouldn't
he's
too
back.
much. I wouldn't put too much stock in those rumors. It is a half truth at best. I can tell you he will no longer be purchasing from you.
Oh, what a shame. Let me find.
Can't handle it, dude. I just can't handle it.
He is going to say, what kind of commission were you looking for?
I was hoping to create a gift for a dear friend of mine who I feel I have been asking much of and neglecting to return any kindness to.
Yes, and do you have specifics?
Well, do you think you could create a doll of me?
This is the most egotistical thing I think I've ever seen. That's crazy.
Hey,
Here, I got you a gift. It's me. What the hell?
It's literally that scene from Smiling Friends.
That's fucking crazy.
So he's going to look at you and say, "Oh yes, I believe this could be accomplished. Let's call it 5 guild."
5 guild it is?
5 guild.
And will you be the one coming to pick up?
I hope so. If I do not appear back in, let's say, 3 days, you could send it to Danica.
Well,
You're
yes,
optimistic.
And she will deliver it. And she will deliver it to
3 days is the tightest timeline.
If you can believe it, not many people get like Blinsky toys.
I don't believe that. I actually gave away the piece I bought the other day to a young child who seemed delighted.
Yes.
No,
well,
actually, she seems delighted. I remembered who I gave it to.
Who did you give it to? I forget.
I gave it to the Vishtani girl.
Oh, Arabella.
Yeah,
Arabella would like a Blinsky toy. Yes, well, economy.
Yes, we are hoping things will become a bit better under new governmental managements.
One can only hope.
Yes. Well, thank you for your accommodation.
Did you give him the 5 gold?
I did, yes.
Okay, Piccolo is going to jump down and immediately take 2 pieces of the gold and try to put it onto his eyes, and That's about it.
And to Piccolo, I say, I guess, how long has it been since I talked to the horse?
More than 10 minutes, I'd say.
Damn it.
Well, no, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Piccolo, we found your dad.
What? Oh, Van Richten!
You found Charles? That's my dad. You said you found my dad.
My name is Charles. I don't
We found.
Oh, sorry, Chuck.
We found the Van Richten.
Sorry, you're right. My dad's name is Frank.
Sorry,
You're a
Rick
liar.
Tavio.
Charles
You're a liar.
is my uncle.
The monk Piccolo is just going to climb back onto Blinsky's shoulder, not really giving you much attention as you tell him this, despite the fact that you were absolutely speaking monkey.
Okay.
He doesn't seem that bothered by it.
All right then.
The way I went through my mind, I was like, when did I put another monkey in this game before I arrived on Van Richten?
Piccolo's dad is actually King Piccolo.
Gotcha.
I thought it was Kami.
No. That's not true. Tommy is like Piccolo's brother, but also old man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but wouldn't that make him the monkey's uncle?
Ayo.
I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Oh, well, I guess it's Liger now.
Wow.
All right, so we were going to go ahead and take a quick break just because we've been going for an hour, so the players can stretch a little bit, and we will be back in just a little bit. Chat, feel free to grab yourself a drink and a snack and a stretch as well, and we will be back in just a little bit.
Let me go ahead and put another cookie in my mouth before we do.
Oh, just in time for that to be the first thing that gets said.
Cookie.
All right, so, Beacon, as you leave Blinsky's shop, what are you currently doing?
I'm going to jail.
Hey, Liger, your microphone quality is not very good right now.
Oh no, I'm leaving it at the granola bar.
He's not the only. I'm not the only snacker.
You know, you could have said, Ray, let's not go live. I have to finish eating this thing, considering I'm going to be the one that's doing a scene first.
Well, you did ask everyone if it was okay to go, and then I'm the only one that didn't say anything.
Oh, that's my fault then.
Well, he didn't say anything.
I'm glad you recognize that.
Oh yeah, I can recognize my shortcomings. Speaking
Yippee.
of shortcomings, Liger.
Actually, can I stop by grab 3 regular healing potions before I do that?
Yeah, you can go talk to the lesbian and get some healing potions.
Hello.
Yippee.
Oh no. You get to just like pick those up.
Hello. As the kids say, I'm down with your people. You folk.
We loving the rainbow in here.
I just don't understand why.
I think it's really inspirational. You should watch 2 women making out. Like, I think what you're doing is really inspirational.
Oh. You're so brave.
I read a book about this. No, I'm just grabbing potions.
Okay, you grab some potions.
I'm assuming that the Reformation Center is the prison still.
Yeah, it still is. As you go to the Reformation Center, you notice that there are some guards that are standing outside, and as you approach, they kind of like ease up a little bit, and they will like wave and be like, "Well, finally, you're back in town."
I think it's been in the afternoon, I guess. It's been one day.
Liger, you're still kind of not great. What'd you say?
Is it better?
No, it was kind of worse. What'd you say?
Hello. Hello?
Can you say something like for an extended period of time besides hello, hello?
Hello, it is me, Beacon.
That's better, thank you.
Yippee.
We were gone for only one day.
Boy, we felt it though.
Oh, is it that bad?
Did you see that guy come into town with Iosefvich?
Yes, I have spoken with him.
Don't worry, Lester. He'll learn your name eventually.
You dead naming him?
Yes! Anyway, sorry, please continue.
I have spoken with him, and he seems... I won't say harmless. I will say eccentric, and probably... I'll tell you this, if he becomes a problem, I will take care of this.
We can only hope so. We put a lot of faith in you four.
Yes. We happened to lose 2 of our number in Castle Ravenloft.
I'm so sorry for your loss. And the other one is...
We will be collecting them shortly. They are still alive.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
That's one of my specialties.
Uh-huh.
It's not at all. Natural 20.
Natural 20. You are going to hear one of the guards whisper to another one. Now, did they lose the one that turns into like a wolf, or
did they lose the good one, or did they lose the one that like we're like, all right, well that's not
Motherfucker, Raid. I could have had this nat 20 for something useful.
I didn't ask you to do that!
One more history check denied.
Well, what sort of business can we help you with? Are you over here for anything in particular? Just taking in the sights?
I would like to speak with one of the enforcers.
Oh, you're gonna give him the old good cop, bad cop situation?
No.
It is just me.
You could do both.
I am a man of multitudes.
And he will just nod and say, yeah, after everything you guys have been through, I could absolutely see you just doing good cop, bad cop.
Yes, I could. Thank you, Roger. It was very nice to speak with you.
No problem, Bartholomew. And he's gonna like turn and go inside.
Bartholomew.
And he's gonna lead you
Oh, yeah,
in.
I do think that your name is Bartholomew, huh?
Yup. So he's going to lead you down into the silence, to the area that was once the silent basement. It is very quiet down there, although it is absolutely marked by like normal sounds, and you'll occasionally hear like bits of sound coming from what you know must be the reformers. And the guard is going to turn to you and say, we've situated them far enough away to where they shouldn't be able to see each other, but that doesn't keep them from yelling things to each other.
Yeah, well, there's only so much you can do in a vast, echoey hallway.
We tried to figure out some
Like-
way to stop the echoes,
Like gag
but
them.
we tried.
Gag them.
We tried to gag them, but like they bite. I didn't know that elves could bite that hard.
We tried, but they were throat goats. They could just take whatever we took, whatever we gave them. They just kept going. I've never seen an elf eat an entire bed sheet before.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? Anything?
Some zombie elves over here.
Oh boy. I will speak with Evilise. You are welcome to stay if you want to, Roger. But
I think it might be a good idea. I'd hate to leave you there and then she go for you. She also has sharp nails. Women and those sharp nails.
are their hands not bound?
We tried, but again, they got scratchy.
They bite.
These are wizards.
And not one of them knows a binding spell.
Well, they're wizards without. Well, I guess I don't want to say anything that's going to make us look worse. Let me go ahead and head you over there.
At least she's aware.
He is going to lead you down one of the lower corridors, and he's going to lead you over to the far cell, and you will see inside Evilise, the middle child of the wizard siblings. She is up against the wall, just kind of glaring at you and saying like, "Oh, the wind-up toy came back. Oh joy."
Hello, Evilise. Have you found accommodations to your liking?
Piss off.
I took a trip to Castle Ravenloft earlier. Made it out alive.
Surprisingly.
Damn.
I saw a face that you may recognize.
Let me go ahead and roll and see if she's able to pick up what you're putting down. That's a natural 20! She is going to just glare at you. She clearly is catching on to what you're saying, and she's gonna say, just because you're on the other side of these bars doesn't mean that you have the right to take such vicious jabs at me. What do you want?
Yeah, I did not come with any vicious intention. I came to tell you that, even as a shade, he remembers. The vows that you shared are placed clearly upon his fingers still. And it made me think to myself, if one dies for another, what right does the other person have to give up?
She is going to give you like the meanest look that she has managed so far as she gets up, and you will see that her hands are bound like by shackles. She still has like she can still get up and scratch at people, and she's gonna come near the bars and she's gonna say, "You have no right to invoke him in such a way. How dare you?"
How dare you?
What was his name?
Give me 1 second. What good would knowing that do you?
Yeah. I suppose it wouldn't. I just wanted to know.
Well, pull out your little blue book or whatever you use to transcribe all of your important details and write down his name with Estelar. He died for my brothers and I. And what right have we to give up? We haven't given up. That's why we're still fighting. That's why we want to keep everyone safe in Barovia.
You're fighting to keep everyone trapped in Barovia.
There is no way out. You fought him in his sanctum. You have to understand the danger.
I did fight him. He bled.
And did bleeding make him any more mortal? Do you think that bleeding is going to be enough for him to die?
It left us closer. There's very little that will stop me from getting what I need to get out of him. I need to destroy him. And it will happen. We have traveled this land for a mere week, and we have crippled his infrastructure, and we have defeated lieutenants that others could not. We have made strides in the right direction. At this point, the die has been cast. There's an inevitability to the fight on the horizon. And we either lose it or we win for everyone.
I agree with you there. There isn't... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I don't think that there's a way to win without more allies. And I know that you hate me so. And I do not trust you. But I think that you can make a difference.
I tried to make a difference. You have to remember what I told you all about Mordenkainen and his adventuring party. About the danger that he put all of Barovia in by daring to stand.
Is there a part of you that thinks that Mordenkainen's efforts would not have... that 3 powerful wizards would not have tipped the scales? Do you not regret not joining the time?
If I had joined, then I would have joined my fiance in whatever hellish afterlife there is. There is no hope in going against him. And if there is any chance that you would do anything to him, is it even worth it? Because when you fail, and you will fail, others will pay the price for you. I saw it after what happened.
A destiny decided beforehand is no destiny at all. You seek to tell a prophecy without the powers to do so. You cannot decide what failure is unless you do not try.
And what, you think that my brothers and I are just going to join you in this fight?
I do not ask you to fight. There are things in this town that you have done, and there is someone working on fixing those mistakes. He has a great deal of work to do, and I think that you and your practitioner of magic could provide an assistance.
No, things that I once would have heralded as right no longer serve what should be considered the greater good. What I do here is, it's not like it's going to grant me any kind of passage to Arvindor. We need to keep the Barovians alive, and sometimes that requires the rod.
What's Arvindor?
Okay, so go ahead and roll me a religion check, Beacon.
All right, I'm good at those, actually.
History checking coming.
17.
17? I'm going to say that you probably heard maybe like Thalin may have mentioned something like this, Arvinder is basically the realm where Corellion, the elf god, lives, and it is essentially the pantheon that elves would pass into when they died. I imagine Thalin probably hasn't regarded it quite as well as she is.
I will tell you this much. As you are now, you and your brothers are not doing anything. As it stands, your fate is almost certainly execution. If you help, I will levy what small authority I have to suggest your sentence be exile. And when the devil dies, you may return to Waterdeep and pretend none of this ever happened.
And then what happens when you die?
What happens when I die? Well, I suppose we all try again in the next life.
You can go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
All right, I'm actually going to pull out different dice for this.
Not the ones that just rolled you a natural 20?
No, I'm not tempting that. Here we go. Natural 20!
Yeah!
Goddamn.
So that's 23 in total.
Yeah, nice.
Like it matters.
You definitely are watching this and watching her, and you notice that like a little bit of her toughness is going to start to fade, and she is going to drop her eyes from you. I don't know.
You do not have to decide now.
I don't know what good we could do in reversing what we've done, but you want answers to take down Strahd, don't you? And this is the first time you've heard her say Strahd.
Yes.
He has eyes on you always, and it's not because he's doing anything with magic. How much do you know of nightmares?
As one who doesn't sleep, I know very little. I know I'm somehow still experiencing them.
She's gonna scoff and roll her eyes. The horse!
Ah, yes!
I knew you were gonna do that.
I truly thought you were... Are you saying that the horse is watching us at all times?
The horse has nightmares have the ability to step into the ethereal plane with someone upon them.
Yes.
He's watching you from the ethereal plane, stupid!
I see. So, wait, are you telling me Strahd thought of horse plan first?
Yeah!
I just love that she. I don't know if it's like role play or not. That like you were that like we had to like wait for you to like. He's watching you from the ethereal, stupid. He's using the horse. What like?
No, I figured that out when she mentioned the horse part.
Mm-hmm.
What? That it was when she said it was the horse. That's when I figured out it was the horse.
All right, man.
You're the one who said it, not me.
So I guess we have to kill the horse.
It's always horses with this
Let's
guy.
kill the horse.
It's gonna be daunting, but it would certainly cripple him.
Is there... Do you know of a spell that can pull something out of the ethereal plane?
Not that I'm aware of.
Or send me to it?
You probably don't want to go to it, because can you get back?
I don't know. If only there was some, like, way to blink in and out.
If only, she says, looking at her spell sheet with no blink.
If only there was a way to go to the ethereal plane on a semi-consistent basis, looking at Ignacio's like last ability he's going to get from fucking from Ghost Slayer.
Do you think that if you put effort in with my friend Casimir, you could figure out a way in and out of the ethereal?
I can't guarantee that. I don't even know if it's something that we could do in our current state. But it's not like the horse lives in the ethereal. If you can find it and kill it, that would stop it.
How do we find something that's always following us in a different realm?
Maybe
Is it here right now?
I don't know. Why would I know that?
Why wouldn't you know that?
What do you know about the ethereal plane?
I know that you can go into it, and I know that it's basically let's say if this is 1, then that is 1.5. And
would you say that it's some kind of 5.5?
yeah, if this is 5D, if this is 5E, then that would be 5.5. Regardless.
So what you're saying is I'm part of that I'm in the ethereal plane.
It's
in the ethereal plane, are there like structures similar to the buildings we have here? If I go into a small enough room that a horse cannot fit in, will we be safe from his ears?
It's essentially an echo of this world. But like I said, it's not like he's on the stupid thing the whole time. If you can find a way for him to be off of it and then find it and kill it, that would hurt him. Not hurt him, but it would hurt. It would make your chances better.
His horse. It would certainly hurt the horse.
I suppose. And also, I'm split up from Thalin right now, which means that one of us is not under the eyes of the nightmare.
That's the problem. You never know when it's watching you. That's paranoia never leaves. It could be watching you at this exact moment. It could be all the way back in Castle Ravenloft.
Do auras go into the other, or would my channel divinity go into another realm? I don't think so,
no,
right?
It wouldn't. It's specifically like, if it can't go behind a wall, it can't go into another plane.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. Oh wait, no, the channel divinity is not divine sense. I'm talking about like the turn.
Yeah, no, I still don't think that would work exactly. Also, you have this turn, and it specifically ran away and then vanished, and now you kind of know where it vanished to.
Well, we knew it went to the ethereal plane, but like we didn't think it was watching us. All right. Well, thank you for this information. Will you help us?
As much as I can, I suppose. As long as you make sure that my brothers and as long as you make sure that promise is kept.
I will levy all the authority that I have, limited as it may be. Roger, my friend, can you vouch?
Yes, I can. I don't have much authority either, but I can vouch for that.
Yeah. I'm also useless. We can be useless together.
Can you provide keys for me?
Is that wise, sir?
I think it seems she is willing to help. I can trust this. Should I roll an insight?
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight.
No, that'd be insulting.
No. Who needs insight? You only roll insight when the dungeon master makes you roll it. Everyone knows that.
This can't be happening.
Natural 20.
This simply can't be true. It's a natural 20.
Okay, so you're going through the Ignacio thing, which is concerning because he immediately got jobbed afterwards.
I mean, I did immediately die, yeah.
Yeah. So you are looking at her, and I hate to use the word, but she's absolutely acting very tsundere about this. But she does seem like a little bit of someone you can trust at this moment.
She's just like a cactus.
I thought we were gonna say cat, but you're so right. She is a cactus.
I trust her. I would not. I don't know about her brothers just yet. I haven't spoken to them. They probably heard this whole conversation, but I don't know if they are convinced.
You're just gonna
Just
hear
leave them alone for now.
convince going down the hallway.
Yeah, they didn't say a word. Damn. All right. I guess that'll do it for Beacon.
Roger will go and fetch you those keys. Are you gonna
All
let
right,
her out?
I'll let her out. I won't take off her shackles, and I'll put a cloak over her head, and I'll escort her to the inn.
So the shackles specifically attach her to the wall.
Oh, well, I'll take her out of those, and then I'll put her in the manacles that are in my inventory.
Gotcha. All right. So we will go ahead and cut back to Lazarus. Lazarus, what are you currently doing? Not Lazarus.
Well,
I'm sorry, Joshua. Joshua and Lazarus.
Lazarus.
All right. Weren't we gonna do a scene with Thalin? Or was
Thalin
he?
said he said he's good.
All
He's taking a
right.
nap.
Got it.
Chuck, if you change your mind, you can pipe
see.
up.
Okay.
I mean,
Chuck, what's up?
I'm not.
Words.
I'm a little lost. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. I'm having trouble focusing right now.
It's okay. You don't have to do a scene if you don't want to.
I want to though. I just don't know where. I just don't know where it's gonna fit in personally.
Okay, how about this? I'm gonna go to Detdet, and we're gonna once we finish that, if we come back to you and you've got something, then we can slot it in. Okay.
All right, that's fair.
All right. So Detdet, why don't you go ahead and describe what Joshua's up to after your adventures in the boneyard?
Yep, Joshua is clearly he's just kind of humming a little to himself as he's walking down the street. I think you can see he's walking down, his pack is full. I think that there's maybe a femur that's kind of sticking up and out of the bag, out of the corner of the bag a little bit. And he's kind of walking back down to the western gate, where he sees Lazarus, who is kind of sitting there waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to kind of pick up the pace a little bit, and he's going to make his way over. Lazarus, my friend, it's good to see you again. Have you gotten everything?
And he's going to reach up and pull out the bag. It's just all of your supplies from the inn.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. I know once again, I must thank you again for your assistance in gathering everything once we left the monastery. I know that it was a little bit more sudden than we had thought that it was going to be possible. And I'd like to once again commend you for your quick thinking and managing to gather what supplies that you did. I'm going to as I'm talking to him, I'm kind of setting my stuff down, my bag, and I'm going to kind of walk over. How's the shoulder, old friend? I do happen to notice that your electrode might be slipping a little bit. I thought I had secured it in the mutated flesh a little bit more securely, but apparently I might have needed a little bit of work.
And he's going to kind of rotate his shoulder very slowly, and for a bit you think that maybe it might be good, but as he's doing it on the last little bit, you're going to see that electrode is going to pop out.
Blast and damn. Well, no worries. I will give me just 1 second, and I will be happy to assist. My scalpel's in that pack that you put together. Do you mind terribly helping me out here?
As you say that, he is immediately going to reach into his pocket and pull it out for you. You're of course, you're the scalpel you always use.
Okay, wonderful. It's got it's a scalpel. It looks like a fucked up ritual knife almost.
Yep.
And he's going to very carefully make an incision into the mutated flesh of Lazarus's upper arm. And he's going to be like, well, it seems as though the flesh is wanting to reject the electrodes, which is odd considering the fact that most autonomous bodily processes should have ceased upon expiry of the vessel. Little odd. Something to look into at least. Are you sure you're comfortable with this body? I know you had certain reservations about the female body that we'd begun to prepare for you, and while Vasilka has kind of come into her own, I would have much preferred, that you be comfortable. This was a little bit of a rush job, as it were. Should poor Ezek's vessel expire, what would you happen to prefer for your next vessel? Well, okay, 6'4" and jacked is not necessarily something. I mean, certainly Ezek is physically capable, is he not? Lazarus.
Foreign jacked. He's got a lot of similarities with Casimir.
Lazarus, I'm not sure listen, I understand that you have certain. I don't know if I feel comfortable with confirming the size of a hog or not, and I'm not sure exactly what that has to do with the corpse, with a vessel.
You are going to see that that Lazarus is going to, rather than moaning at you, is going to use some of the limited sign language that you have taught him, and he is going to sign out, "Townsfolk, scared, this vessel."
I understand. Now, as I said before, this was rather a bit of a rush job. I understand that. I don't know why they're so frightened. Do they not also exist in vessels of flesh? Yes, I know. I hope they'll have to understand one day. When they're staring down the barrel of their mortality and I am able to offer them assistance, I hope that their fear and their pride will not stay their course from doing what is best for them. Regardless.
He is going to put his hand on your shoulder, and when you look up to him, he is going to again sign back, "Save V first."
Save V what?
Save V, the letter V, first.
Of course.
Vasilka.
Of course. I still haven't narrowed down I still haven't narrowed down what exactly I want, what she should be like. With you, when I created your matrix, it was simple in a sort. It had a blueprint, a footnote, a guide to exist. Your flesh contained memories and chemical and neurochemicals, processes and synapses which helped imprint itself into the vessel. And this is new in a way that very few. It's times like this I wish the gods could speak into Barovia. It would be helpful to be able to ask their assistance to question what they were thinking when they created life. I find myself now truly responsible for another person, quite intimidated by the fact, at least. Lazarus, I'm not sure you understand. If one is to be responsible for somebody else in such a way, to be able to determine the core of a person's being, the responsibility of it all, the I don't think I could ever forgive myself if I were to create something in someone completely new. And to have them come to resent me for it. Okay, yes, theoretically it's the same as having a child normally, of course, but this is new. Like, when a person is born, their soul is already colored by their past experiences in a previous life. It has texture its own. It has character its own. It has been shaped and molded by hands that are not ours. To be able to design something from scratch is still quite a different process. I understand that it doesn't sound that different to you, Lazarus, but you, as helpful as you have always been, you've never been one for the conceptual side of the work. Perhaps I am overthinking it. You're right. So, what do you make of our new companions? I find them quite charming. In fact, they're quite open-minded for somebody who's unused to the conditions this land presents.
He is going to put his hand up in the air, like well above his head, as if to say tall.
Yes, he's tall. I understand. Do you just want me to build you a body? Is that what it is? Lazarus, we don't have the material to waste on such frivolity. It would be balancing the servos alone would be ridiculous. And once again, need I remind you, should you acquire a vessel of metal rather than a vessel of flesh, then it would be hard to indulge in the physical pastimes that you seemingly enjoy so much.
He thinks about that for a minute.
No flesh means no nerve endings. This is basic stuff, Lazarus.
I like the implications of his hobbies.
I guess around that time, Thalin would kind of come moseying up to the gate.
Thalin, do you mind? And he's going to kind of like hold out the electron. Would you mind helping me to place this securely in dear Lazarus's upper shoulder here? It's come unseated, and I must have underestimated the mutational power of his arm here.
Wait, you're trying to reattach his arm?
No. I'm trying to certainly not. As you can see, it's still quite attached. What I'm trying. Lazarus, yes, give him a second. This is a new process for him. You also had a certain level of reservation whenever you began assisting me, if I recall.
He shrugs.
No, I just need. Stop that! I'm trying to work here. No, just if you would be so kind as to help, just give it a good, like with a little bit of force, right into here as hard as you can, please. And he's gonna kind of like mark like a small X in like the muscle of his like upper shoulder, as it's like kind of still sliced open. And he's going to kind of hold it a little bit more apart so you can more easily get access to it. Please, Mr. Thalin, if you would be so kind.
He grabs it and shoves it into place.
Wonderful, thank you. That should do it, I think. Let's go ahead and get you stitched back up, Lazarus. And he's going to kind of like, you're going to kind of watch as like the knife like sort of twist around a little bit. And he's going to like take like a small piece out of like the hilt, and he's going to like you can see that like in the hilt of the dagger, there's like a thing of like medical grade thread, and like a needle attached to it, so that he can just use it to stitch up a patient like while with the other end of the scalpel. And he's going to like calmly start stitching up Lazarus while he turns back
What
to
are you
Thalin.
guys doing out there? Why are you stitching him up? Why is he injured at all?
Well,
Thalin, if you recall, the reason he's injured is because you ripped his arm off.
Well, listen, during the process of Iosefvich's mutation, he was under quite a bit of strain, and we were working with very, let's say, experimental techniques. And it seems as though, despite his expiration, the flesh is still... There's still a level of autonomy to it, a level of independent growth that is unusual for such a vessel after a state of expiry. My implantation of Lazarus into this vessel was a bit of a rush job to begin with, but this added mutation, the shifting of his flesh, has caused one of his electrodes to become a little unsecure. Like I said, with the gusto in which you've helped me reinsert this electrode, it should remain secure, at the very least until we can take a longer bit of a break to more carefully examine and implant. For now, this should be fine. Thank you again. I appreciate your assistance.
He just kind of like shrugs and okay, yeah.
I guess Beacon shows up.
All right.
With a horse-drawn carriage and a tiger in the back of the carriage.
Mr. Bartholomew, it's good to see you. How was your did you get everything you needed?
Shockingly, everything I needed sort of fell into place by accident.
Oh, well, wonderful. It's very glad to hear it. Is that everything then, or are we well to be off?
If you are ready.
Yes, actually, we just finished up. I've acquired all the supplies that I might need for this journey. Some experimental some material to perform a few experimental procedures while on the road, and perhaps to occupy my time once we arrive back at Kresk. It's been very productive. Thank you. We should be good to go, especially considering our good man Lazarus here has just been like he kind of like gives like the shoulder that he was working on like a light slap. Especially now that we've wrapped up with old Lazarus here. He's fit as a fiddle.
Yes.
Mr. Bartholomew, is there a problem?
No, I was just out of character. I was just thinking Ray, after I dropped off Evilise, I explained all the stuff to Casimir.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask him to start thinking of a way to pull something out of the ethereal realm or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That is all I was thinking.
And he is going to, in addition to that, he will convey to you that he studied Thalin and he doesn't believe that there's any way that Strahd is spying on him, and he will then add something along the lines of trust him more.
Yes, I do. I must apologize to him.
And that
then back to the present. I look over at Thalin, and then I look over at Thalin and I say, "Hello, Thalin. Are you ready to leave?"
I've been ready to leave, Beacon. Let's go.
Wonderful. Thalin, by the way, I had this talk with Casimir. I'm sorry I did not trust you.
Well, the important part is now we can trust. I trust you. You trust me, hopefully, and we go.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Well, then let us be about it.
please have Lazarus, would you like to sit in the back of the carriage? Yes, that would be wonderful. Are those bones in your bag?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Anyway,
You're not gonna ask?
where did you get those?
Oh, well, it turns out that there's plenty of raw materials available if one knows where to look. Bodies are in no short supply in this land. And it turns out that certainly, thankfully, these were quite already, he kind of pulls like one of the femurs out of his pack. He kind of like pulls it up to like examine it and like kind of demonstrate. As you can see, that certain amounts of age have been applied to this particular specimen, which means that it saved me quite the trouble from having to strip the flesh from it myself. It was quite convenient, actually. The local cemetery is quite well stocked, I would say.
You
quite
robbed graves?
No, not at all. I could never take any belongings from the graves, but certainly there's no one using this vessel anymore. So if it can be put to better use, then it should.
That's a person.
No, not anymore. It's certainly the person is gone. The soul has departed. This is a crude vessel of flesh, nothing more. Well, then not even flesh anymore.
Even if you were to describe it as an item, it is not one that you possess. It is the property of the family that knew this person.
And is this and if this family seeming Perhaps I should make restitution, should I be able to find them. But as it were, we are on a slightly more accelerated timetable than would demonstrate. I would be happy to...
I guess we have to go.
I mean, I would be happy to, upon our return, investigate a little bit more thoroughly and see if I can't offer some level of restitution. But to a certain extent, I know that you might not necessarily be familiar with these lands, sir, but I would say that unclaimed bodies are, to say, a copper a dozen here in Barovia.
Onward to Kresk.
I was wondering if he was going to say anything.
Onward to Kresk.
We should be gone no longer than 3 days, I hope. That is the timetable I am setting for us.
That is certainly... I certainly hope so. To be able to wrap up this sordid business in 3 days seems quite fast to me. But I mean, perhaps you guys, you and your companions work on a slightly accelerated timetable based on aside from what I'm used to.
On the way there, I would like to make a stop at the tower.
Enough time for pit stops, even. That's impressive.
There are some potions that we left there that maybe we could use now.
Yeah, it's always good to have a supply cache lying around, as I've quickly discovered.
I can show you the spot where I slew Rahadin.
Oh, well...
Well, that credit goes to my friend Thalin.
A shame.
All right.
What do you mean a shame?
I don't believe anyone should die. I mean, I'm not.
You're in the wrong part of the world, bro.
I'm not so much an idealist to think that it's completely that it is anything but an impossibility. But I don't. My philosophy, my crusade against death, does not extend as far as my morality does. It is a universal right, or should.
Well,
rather.
If it makes you feel better, he is back.
It does, actually. That's fantastic news.
All right, so as you guys are making your way towards the tower, I want all of you guys to roll me a d20.
Glad.
18.
18.
All right, the luck had to end somewhere.
Gotta.
Just a d20?
Yeah.
No adding anything?
Just a 20.
8.
Did I say
8.
Okay, an 8 and a what, Detdet?
Lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13. Okay. You guys are walking along the path and you don't see anything out of the ordinary besides what you normally see. The mist is very slowly creeping up behind you and it kind of chokes down your throats at times, but nothing that you can't, well, down the throats of those who have organic bodies. But it's nothing that you haven't experienced, and certainly Joshua, nothing you haven't experienced living here your entire life. Eventually, you will.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. Eventually, you will make your way towards. Let's see. You come. I'll go ahead and read this again because it's been a bit. You come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffoldings clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop the buttress that support the walls. And you guys would again see that familiar door.
All right. No, there's no need to come with me. I'm just very quickly going to go up to it, dance, and then leave.
You're not going to go inside.
I am going to go inside, and then I'm going to leave.
Well, okay, you must have left a step out then. But I mean, if there is no need for me to join you, what else? Sorry, you said that this is some sort of supply cache? You had potions left behind here?
Yes, our good friends who we lost in Castle Ravenloft had a bit of a base encampment here.
Ignacio, correct?
Let's go with that. Yes.
Why would you need to go? Well, very well.
Did we tell him about Rictaville already?
Nope, you
the
sure
fuck
haven't.
You did? No.
Then I will not say anything.
Got it. Cool.
It's a very winning teamwork. Very winning teamwork. It's a good sense of team unity you got there.
I really do appreciate the fact that Thalin and Beacon are getting so close, but only specifically around the same time that Joshua came in.
We got a new guy on the outs.
All right, so I'm gonna head inside, do quick dance. And grab what I can.
It matches the pictograph on the doorway. That's rather ingenious, actually.
Yes. Do not allow Lazarus inside the tower. There is an anti-magic field, and I'm not sure if he would survive entering.
Oh, you see, he's not essentially magical. He's animated by more traditional electricity. His soul matrix is in a warded container, you see. Actually, potentially, it might be... Lazarus, my good friend, would you go ahead and just step within... you said it extends them to a couple feet within the tower.
Yes.
Lazarus, my dear friend, would you do me the kindness of stepping forward just a little bit for experimental purposes, if nothing else? Oh, don't give me that. I will be more than happy to patch you up.
You're gonna
should something occur.
You're gonna look back and you would absolutely see that he has been petting Mirabelle, but when you're saying that, he is going to hop off of the cart, and it absolutely bounces as he gets off, and you will see that he is going to approach this, and he does the same dance that you just did, Beacon.
Beacon is mentally reassuring Mirabelle that is not a walking steak. Do not eat that.
I mean, she doesn't think the people are walking steaks either. But he's dead. This is a person's body.
And
I don't know Mirabelle. I don't know what she would eat.
After he does this little dance, he is going to walk inside. You're going to see that when he goes inside, there is no change to him. You would see that maybe there's a little bit of flicker of electricity and some of them would power down, but the electricity within him is still coursing.
The anti-magic field is still here?
What's that?
See, the anti-magic field is still in effect?
As far as you're aware, yes, but you are not actively casting. But you do see that
Interesting.
Some of it is going to power down.
I'm going to go ahead and Okay, well, that's interesting. His nature as a construct is still involatile, so it means that he still functions as well as he should. I wonder, and I'm going to go ahead and attempt to cast like shocking grasp through Lazarus,
Uh-huh.
and just to see if it works, just to like see if the arcane conduit is still functioning inside of him.
He is going to extend his hand out, and you see that there are no sparks that emit.
Interesting. Well, well, it unfortunately is a bit of an inconvenience, but I'm glad to see that you're still kicking around just as well as ever, Lazarus. You can go ahead and rejoin us if you would prefer.
And he is going to amble back and help himself back onto the cart.
Yes, yes, I know. You missed the kitty.
And he goes right back to petting Mirabelle, who doesn't... Thalin, you're gonna notice that she is, like, looking to you as if she's not sure how to take this, but she doesn't seem upset about the pets. Alright, Beacon.
I suppose she did, like, murder a bunch of zombies on the road with Rictavo.
Exactly.
And doesn't know what to make of this.
It's fine.
I'm gonna go to the top of the tower, grab all the supplies you can, and gonna uncross off Rahadin on the board.
As you go up, you are going to see that while all of the items are still there, you will see that when you go up, there are several crude drawings of Van Richten, along with basically all of them combined into one on the board. And across all of those, you're going to see written across it in Strahd's very noticeable handwriting, Van Richten's legacy dies here.
Damn.
I guess he could. I guess the tower does not count as a house. Who invited him in?
I mean, an abandoned home is an abandoned home.
So, you guys really
How
didn't...
much stuff is there?
You guys really didn't take anything last time you were here. So you're going to see that there is a chest. Inside the chest are 3 healer's kits, and 3 jars of preserved blood. Inside, you would also see that there are some spell scrolls, along with there are specifically 3 that are attached to the jars of preserved blood, and a light crossbow leaning against the footlocker.
Okay.
Tell me what you're taking.
I'm taking some of the potions of...
Are you going inside?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have a written list? Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm going to be sending you everything that you're going to be taking, along with you, Thalin. So that is 2 healer's kit, 3 jars of preserved blood with 3 spell scrolls attached to it, and light crossbow.
What does a healer's kit do?
Let me look that up.
Because I'll take all of those.
Okay, when they get back, can I roll an Arcana check to like determine what those spell scrolls are? I got a feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. So it is as an action, you can expend 1 use of the kit to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a medicine check.
All right, not quite a potion, but I'll take them.
Okay.
Let's see, 3 healer's kits.
I'm going to send this to you. Are you going to take the jars of preserved blood?
I mean, Thalin can use those with his spear, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to take those for sure.
Okay.
Boy, you have not been questioning why these jars of preserved blood might have the spell scroll attached to them.
Not my problem.
Can I identify the spell scroll? Let me roll Arcana.
Well, yeah, you could absolutely do that. Go ahead and roll.
Or can I just read with my eyes?
If only you had a magical medical specialist along with you, huh?
So I'm gonna say at this level you would need an Arcana check.
19.
A 19. You're looking at this, and it's very weird. This is a scroll of Revivify, but it's not specifically Revivify. It works on a much smaller level, down to the cellular level. And I don't think that you would be able to grasp why that is at this moment.
Interesting.
Maybe if you were to show it to someone who is of scientific mind.
I'll grab those.
Okay, I will go ahead and put that.
And is there anything special about this crossbow?
No, it's just a crossbow.
I wish Irina was here. I could give this to her. It seems to suit her better than javelins.
You sure you don't want to give it to yourself and then pawn your javelins off on Arena?
Anyway, do you want to take that?
Sorry. I thought that joke was going to land a little bit better than it did.
No, I didn't say anything because I didn't want it to land.
Ah, I see. That was a spite. That was a spite sandbagging.
You thought it was going to be a spite, but it was a spite. You taking that crossbow though, or is Thalin taking it?
I guess I'll take it. I mean,
I don't need it.
All right.
We don't have any bolts though.
So on the desk, you guys have already gotten the vials of holy water. You would see that there is a poisoner's kit and an herbalism kit, and there are now enough potions that Ignacio has stirred up to make 3 potions of healing and 2 doses of antitoxin.
I'll take all of those.
Okay.
I'll take one of the potions of healing.
I'm sure that Rictavio can like forgive us for taking all this stuff if we use it to save him.
He's like, no, you should have not touched my shit.
Give me 1 second because I am getting all of this written.
You took all my shit and my tiger
and my carriage
and my apprentice.
You took my potions. It took me forever to brew.
It didn't. It took Ignacio forever to brew. All right.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
In the corner, you will see 7 wooden stakes.
I mean,
why would he carve a delicious meal out of wood?
By the fire, you're going to see a leather wrap, and as you unfold it, you're going to say it contains 15 silvered bolts and another 18 regular bolts.
Yeesh. Got a lot of stuff here.
Yep. There's also a wooden coffer with 8 thin sheets of pure silver.
8 thin sheets.
Yeah. You taking any of those, guys?
I mean, I guess so.
Right.
What do they do? What are they for?
I don't know what to do with them?
They're sheets of silver. You can use them to silver weapons.
Or you could sell them.
Ray is typing in my DMs.
Yes, I am. I'm not really typing as much as I'm copying and pasting. Let's see. You'll see around the room 50 feet of hempen rope.
Oh, man. I sure do rope.
You cut out. You cut off pretty hard. So like literally, I heard was like, I sure do rope.
I sure do rope.
That's that's fair. That gives me 100 feet.
Okay. Well, not together. There's 12 packs of rations. There is there are some clay jugs containing over a week's worth of clean drinking water. And then parchment ink and at least 1 quill.
I remember, like, when we stayed the night in the tower, I used those jugs to make holy water.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, are you sure? Because there were holy water that was just on the desk.
No, I remember I spent, because we had to do 2 consecutive long rests in a row.
Okay, just checking.
Because we woke up at nighttime. Mm-hmm. So I spent that time just making holy water.
All right. And
I made 7 of them.
Out of curiosity, are you guys tossing the room, or are you just going through this, like, picking up things that are just laying around?
I mean, I don't want to toss the room.
Okay, that's fine. So that is what you find. And really quickly, Joshua, I want you to make me let me check something really quick. 1 moment.
I'm just waiting what check I should make.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a investigation check.
Sure. That's a 19 on the dice plus 8. That's going to be a 27.
27. As you're sitting here and you're kind of just like, maybe you sit and you're kind of doing that thing where you're like, your butt's getting a little sore, so you're just like wiggle around a little bit. You notice that the front seat that you're sitting on, it kind of like moves with you, and you realize that there is a hidden compartment underneath.
Oh, well, I'm going to go ahead and with that 27, do I get like a sense of like it's trapped at all?
No, you do not.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go ahead and investigate. Poke my head in. I'm
So
curious.
you poke your head in, and you're going to see that there is an unlocked wooden coffer, a small prayer book with a green leather, um, a kit, some wooden holy symbols inlaid with silver and in the shape of sunburst, a silver short sword, a hand crossbow inlaid with mother of pearl, a bundle of 20 silver crossbow bolts, a worn leather case with gold buckles, and a tube.
I'm going to look at every single one of the closed objects.
Okay, you pop open.
Like I'm gonna flip through the book. I'm gonna flip through the books. I'm going to pop open the boxes. I'm gonna pop open scroll cases.
Okay, so you are open up the first wooden coffer, and it contains 25 gold, containing Strahd's profile and 6 gemstones. You look at the book, and it is a small prayer book, and it has indecipherable margins. The kit is a healer's kit. Let's see. The worn leather case has gold buckles, and it contains 3 sharpened wooden stakes, a sack of garlic, a jar of salt, a box of holy wafers, 6 vials of holy water, a polished steel mirror, and a bone scroll tube with a silver stopper and chain. And if you were to open up the tube, it contains a spell scroll of protection from fiends and a spell scroll of protection from undead. I will go ahead and send that to you.
Oh, neat. Well, I'm gonna.
I made you guys roll every time, and you guys never found it.
Well, this is not my stuff. This is the other party's member stuff, and they clearly know that it's here because it's their cart. Why would they not know? This is perfect monster fighting stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this back. I'm just going to close everything back up. No. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep that. I know it's there, but so I'm going to keep it in my quote unquote in my inventory. But I
cannot wait for you guys to get somewhere and you're like, oh, I wish we had more money. And then Josh,
don't you have like a bunch of gold and like all that the silver crossbows, the mother of pearl crossbow? Like it's in your secret compartment, right?
All right. So that is all you guys found at the top of the tower. What are you currently doing?
I am filling my inventory.
You load it up. You guys talking about anything?
Lazarus, I don't want to put too fine a point on it, but do you think that our companions have a certain level of mistrust towards us or something? Or do you think it's something potentially quite embarrassing over there? Oh, it's probably quite embarrassing. You're right. They mess. Listen, it's terrifyingly embarrassing whenever somebody comes through and our lab hasn't been cleaned in a while. It's mortifying, in fact. Yes, she never did look at you the same way again, didn't she?
All right, people upstairs in the tower. You guys coming down?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. You guys at Joshua and Lazarus, you would look over and see that your companions are now coming out of the tower.
Oh, welcome back. Have you found everything you need?
Is everything as we could need, I guess.
Wonderful. Well, if there's nothing else, should we be on our way?
That is a good idea.
Hey, Beacon.
Yeah.
Are you gonna show them the spell scrolls that you were curious about?
Sure. I found these in the top of the tower. I'm not quite sure what they do. They seem to be some sort of revivify, but modify.
I'm sorry, you found them?
Yes. I didn't know that my friends had them.
I'm going to roll insight on that. Okay, that's a 11 on the sorry, a 14 on the dice. I'm using a different set, and it's a little unclear sometimes. Uh, plus insight, which is that's a dirty 20. Would you like to roll deception?
Yeah, hold on. Still trying to copy stuff into my inventory. Deception.
Yes, please.
It's gonna be 6.
So with the difference of 14, how much am I getting off of Beacon in this moment?
You want me to answer that, Ray?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's your character.
You're basically gonna get that Beacon's being sort of you've noticed he's only said my friend and not Ignacio.
This is not Ignacio's supply cache, is it?
Yes. No, it's not.
Where? So, just a question. Are you going to find the owner of these supplies and then compensate them later?
We went in a party of 4 into Castle Ravenloft, and we discovered another of our friends was kept captive there. He is the owner of both this tower and the cart that we came here in. And we are going to rescue him, but...
is that the compensation?
We will rescue him, whatever means necessary. Whatever we have left of this supply, we will return to him after he is out safely with his life.
Very well. When I'm finished with my supplies, then I will return what is ever left of them to their resting place. I'm glad we've come to an agreement.
Hey, Joshua, go ahead and make
Anyways, you were saying...
Sorry,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just going to say, make me an Arcana check at advantage to see what these spell scrolls are about.
Yeah, sure thing. Let me go ahead. I got my... let's see here. Let's use these two because it's
Ray, is the worth 15 GP for each sheet or all of them together?
I believe it's all of them together.
14 plus 8, that's a 22.
A 22. With a 22, you were looking this over. See, the problem with doing blood transfusions, but in addition to the fact that you have to match up the blood type unless it is O negative, the problem is that the blood has to be alive because it's basically a living organism. So you're looking this over, and although this is Revivify, it's specifically Revivify on the cellular level. You get the idea that this is something that can be used to basically bring life back into blood cells, to where it would still be considered live blood and can be used for transfusions. And the fact that you're looking this over and you're like, that's genius. Like, that's a good idea.
This is absolutely fascinating. Who was the friend that you said was responsible for this?
Are you familiar with the name Rudolf van Richten?
Oh, absolutely not. Never heard of
him. Not even a history check.
I'm sorry, what?
Who? What? He is a renowned monster hunter.
Ah, I see. A man of very... It seems very focused natural sciences. Interesting. This is...
Yes.
And I'm looking at the blood and how it's been preserved. And would I be correct in saying it's essentially like if it's been had the equivalent of like a gentle repose cast on it or something along those lines?
So you get
to preserve it, and then because the Revivify does have a time limit.
So I will say that specifically the way that the cells are so small, it doesn't have the same time limit that living people would. So you get the idea that if someone were to just cast Revivify, it would probably be enough to reinvigorate the blood cells that are in there. Because it's not that you're trying to like bring back just a person, you're trying to bring back every single part of it, as opposed to this, which is like very, very small. If that makes sense.
Interesting. Would I be potentially able to use this whenever I'm able to cast Revivify next level, to be able to like kind of expand the process? Because what we're talking about here is that cellular regeneration to restore like a sort of semblance of physical life to a body, or to like parts of a body, does not require like a sort of like the time limit. I suppose the time limit with this would be more along the lines of like, how do I want to phrase it? That the time limit is about like calling the soul back to the restored body.
Right. So the way that this spell works, it basically bypasses that, and that's one of the reasons that it's able to work for such a long period. So you get the
Do you
feeling that
mind?
yeah, go ahead.
Would you mind terribly? No. I'm going to like turn to Beacon. Would you mind terribly if I made a copy of this for my own personal notes? This is once again, this is groundbreaking stuff.
A copy of a spell scroll?
Well, just the notes on the spell form. I understand the rough pattern, not necessarily like in the same way that you would scribe it. Such materials would be a little expensive for out on the road, and I'm not a direct disciple of these sorts of schools of thought, in much the same way that someone like I am a man of science rather than magic.
Can you guarantee me you will not blow up?
Almost certainly. If anything, I would be more likely to give myself cancer. Or more precisely, whatever.
Have you discovered the reason that cancer takes in a person? I've never figured that out.
Cancer takes in a person? This one isn't landing for me.
I think that he's saying like the reason that cancer starts.
Takes.
I mean, what?
That I was
like when a disease takes.
Yeah, it starts.
Oh,
like when it's
well,
yeah.
Yes, it is. Well, yes, and of course, it's a simple matter of of overly aggressive cellular regeneration. The cells, the building blocks of an individual life form. You see, it's something that was discovered through like very careful observation under lenses of minute seeing. But essentially, these are tiny building blocks that have a small. They are essentially a living being all their own that combines together with other such cells to form up the tissues that constitute a living being.
But what reason would he have to revive a bottle of blood?
Well, to be used in living. There are certain rituals and certain dietary requirements that require living blood, or freshly spilled blood, something that might be hard to procure on a faster basis, perhaps. I was thinking that it was potentially, when you showed me it, I had thought of many a time of certain individuals who had theorized that potentially keeping a sample of their own blood separate to be used as a source of resurrection magic. Of course, that requires something that's frightfully powerful, mostly beyond the ken of you or I, or many in this valley.
There's something I will need to speak with Rictavo about when we next meet up.
Who is Rictavo?
Who
is that? You were talking about Van Rick.
It is an alias.
It is Ignacio.
Alias.
It's Ignacio.
See,
wait. He's
no, it's not.
Ignacio. I'm very sorry. I'm a little confused.
Ignacio is a different man.
My bad.
Yes, anyway. I did gather that, or at least I thought.
For now, take these, and I give Thalin and Joshua both one potion of healing each, and both one vial of antitoxin.
Okay.
I don't think that I will be needing antitoxin.
Fair.
Well,
Potion of
potentially,
healing.
Chuck, I've already sent you that.
I got you.
Anyway, the carriage that we have, it doesn't belong to us either.
Oh, so then you were unaware of the hidden compartment?
The what?
Oh, well, yes. While I was sitting here, I happened to chance upon a what I thought was your hidden compartment. Considering how I thought you owned this thing, I'm discovering that you're a bigger that there was potentially like a level of hypocrisy when you were objecting to my procurement of supplies earlier. Something that I'll have to take into account.
My objection is your labeling of a human person's remains as supplies.
Oh, well, I mean, yes. Once the soul has departed, it's.
I don't need your explanation again. It is quite harrowing.
But you don't seem to understand is the issue.
I don't care anymore.
Then why bring it up in the?
You're the one that brought it up in this particular moment.
Well, yes, because you had an objection, but you seem to be quite the hypocrite.
What's in the compartment?
Okay, I will read it off.
Oh, well,
oh wait, I'm sorry. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, well, yeah. So it's a handful of various miscellany. It's a small prayer book with quite tastefully adorned. In fact, we'd probably get a decent amount for it. But there was a small box with a couple of gold pieces, several gold pieces and a few gemstones. There was a healer's kit, some holy symbols, and a short sword, a hand crossbow, and some silvered crossbow bolts, a few sharpened wooden stakes, and once again, very handsome stuff in there. It's very tasteful. And a few scrolls of, I believe, protection from fiends and protection from undead.
That seems useful.
Yes, I was kind of shocked that you didn't mention it before, but I figured you just didn't trust me.
Well, do you and your friends wield weapons?
Well, I suppose he kind of like he's got like a walking staff that he's been like kind of going around town with. I suppose I could rather bean someone over the head with it, but it's not exactly my forte. And I suppose like he pulls out like his scalpel from like a small like holster of tools on like his hip on either side of his hips. I have my scalpel that I'm quite a fair hand with, potentially more so than the staff, but it's not what it's really there for.
And as you're talking, Lazarus is going to go, and he's going to like flex his muscles.
Lazarus, I understand that you're quite proud of your physical prowess, but once again, I must say that your coordination and your current state lacks a certain coordination. Your condition was certainly going to affect the physicality of your blows. I certainly could imagine handing you a sword or some other perhaps a more crude instrument, some sort of mace, a hammer. But I have no such devices on me.
We are headed into werewolf country. I pull that silver short sword out and I just hand it to Lazarus. Do you think you can swing this?
Well, it's just a. Lazarus. Pardon me.
I suppose we have Who had the other silvered short sword? Because we already had
Ignacio.
one.
Well, no,
Irina had it. Oh wait,
Either way.
Ignacio did have that. Yeah.
Yep.
Irina had the silvered rapier.
Oh, that's right. Well,
actually, I do believe that the nature of Lazarus's blows, enhanced by the soul matrix implanted into his chest, would bypass most defenses that that a werewolf would provide. So I don't actually think that you need a short sword, Lazarus. I know that's very disappointing to you, but perhaps it would be more useful in more practiced hands, or perhaps in my own. I certainly have no access to silver on my own.
I suppose
Hold
you
that
should
weapon could
take
be
it
useful.
then.
Well, thank you. It's very kind of you, especially considering this isn't yours to give. And he's going to buckle it to his waist.
Just.
Anyways, are we?
worst.
I'm sorry, it's not my fault. It's not. It's not.
That
his
wasn't
fault,
in
you're a
character
hypocrite,
voice. You shit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, out of character. It's not his fault. You're a hypocrite, dog.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, why did you send me that, Ray? Why did you send me that? I didn't need that right now.
You're welcome.
That's.
All right.
Is this punishment? Am I being punished right now? What's happening?
No more so than you normally are.
It's a bone scroll tube.
It's a tube made of bone.
Oh yeah, that's got. Yeah, it's a tube made of bone. You see, material.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything inside of it?
Yeah, it's the spell scroll.
Yes.
That's immediately
Yeah,
after
the
it.
tube contains a spell scroll of protection from fiends and a spell scroll of protection from undead.
All right. So that is where we're going to end for tonight. We were going to go ahead and transition into Late Night Bites, where we discuss the session. Guys, what are you thinking about tonight?
I filled in a lot of blanks.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually so shocked that everything went so well for Beacon.
Yeah, I was honestly like, if you had like botched it, I was gonna make the DC much higher. I started at 30, and I whittled it down to a 15 based on how you did, and you got a 20.
I got a 23.
Yeah.
But that's great. One of the main things I wanted to do was redeem somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll get that.
And you redeem the racist who does like war crimes.
She's racist because of trauma.
That makes it okay.
She tortured.
I'm not gonna lie, you did a good job with that, Ray. Like, piss off. I'm like, whoa.
I would like to point out that she has tortured, murdered, and mind broken like a huge number of people over the last couple of 100 years or so.
90 years.
90 years,
including Fierce.
Yeah,
like it's not great.
Listen, I really like stuff like this. Like, this does not absolve her at all, but like, I don't know, she can start like making her way back into like being a good person. Is she gonna make it? No, probably not. Those are unforgivable war crimes, but like, it's never too late to start doing good, you know? I think that stuff's interesting.
When you live to 700, you can make some mistakes.
I feel like that's a lot of them.
Yeah. It sure is.
I was so glad that you guys figured out what the vials of blood were for, because I was like, Ben Richten is a doctor. He would absolutely know that you need live blood for a transfusion. And I was like, this would be a really cool way to like work in how that works. And then you got someone who's a scientist to look at him like, yeah.
Damn right.
Oh, but now we got to figure out how to transfuse blood.
Well, you got
who needs transfused blood?
That's super easy. I've got like a +6 to medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also like, who needs a blood transfusion?
Well, you get the ability. You don't have to use it.
Oh, it's flavor items. Is the mother of pearl crossbow any stronger than the regular one?
Nah, it's just there for.
It's just more expensive.
It's just for money.
It's just for money.
Well, I'll look forward to. It's time for Big Business Beacon to shine.
I had you guys roll so many times, and I was like, are you guys investigating anything about this wagon? And it never happened. And finally, someone with a higher int came in. I'm like, yes.
Yep.
I mean, I guess that is investigation is.
Yep.
And
Also, I
wasn't
boy.
very,
I didn't.
I was excited. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just gonna say that it is very funny because I didn't really describe it, but the wagon that you guys are in right now, it says, where is it? Hold on, let me find it. It says, let's see. It definitely would have said something about like the traveling. Oh wait, here it is. Rictavio's Carnival of Wonder, and I would like to imagine that right as you said, "Who's Rictavio?" You're standing right in front of it.
Yeah.
The big logo.
Also,
Oh,
did
man.
anyone catch that Beacon said Barovia?
Yes, he did.
When?
You said
I wasn't gonna say anything because it was too rare. It was too beautiful.
so. When you were talking to Ismark, he was like, "I kind of want to go back to the village of Barovia," and you're like, "You." I thought you would want to go back to Barova.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Because you can't call it the village of Kogan Valley because that's not the village's name. He's got to fuck it up.
You know what? You know what's really fucked up? That was a flub. Yeah. That was a legitimate flub.
Good thing we didn't call you on that.
I can't believe that. Not after all this shit.
I can't believe
One thing
it.
I also noticed that immediately when Ignacio left the party, I started saying his name right.
I caught that! You were talking to Casimir about Ignacio, and I was like, really? You waited until he's gone? Which is
I'm not giving him I wasn't giving him the satisfaction of reacting to it, but I did notice.
I was gonna wait until like some sort of circumstance disabled my comedy circuit.
Well, hold on one second.
And then I was gonna immediately start calling him Ignacio.
You've already called him Ignacio. You had that dream where you were like, Ignacio, I remember what hurt feels like. And then you continue to call him Ignaco.
Ignaco. Well, yeah. She's not wrong.
Also,
anyways.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I was very excited to have many more opportunities to demonstrate like sort of like Joshua's value, like sort of values or like his thought process when it comes to like bodies and like the sanctity of like respecting the dead or whatever. Because like that's me. Like the person is gone. The person goes when you die. This is just that's like crude matter now.
It
and like
very much had that energy of somebody saying, you know, the ducks in the Central Park are free. You can just have them.
I mean, who is to say that one owns anything? Also, a lot of talking about private property from somebody who immediately went and stole like a bunch of shit and is traveling in a stolen wagon with a stolen tiger.
You know,
drinking stolen potions.
He can't drink. He's just throwing it on himself.
Dousing himself with stolen potions.
Like a football coach after a game getting doused in his Gatorade.
You see, you're doused with a bed of lies.
The whole thing with Joshua, I think it's so interesting, and I really love the chance to get into the nitty-gritty of like souls versus the soulless. I talked to Barry about this a while ago because I don't remember how it came up. We were just expressing like different forms of grief, and I brought up that in the Parasite manga, there is one part where the main character is like watching over a kitten that is like clearly dying, and when it dies, like he gets up and throws it in the trash can, and his girlfriend screams at him like, "How could you do that? That's an animal. That was a corpse. That was the thing." And I was telling her like I kind of get it, and that's like I get why he would just throw it away because it's just a body, and that's exactly how Joshua thinks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the
problem is that he finds the bodies under clearly marked gravestones with names on them.
No, he went to a mausoleum.
Neglected. I went to a mausoleum.
Do you think they don't put names in the mausoleum?
Well, it was so faded and so covered in dust. Like clearly, no one.
I guess if it's in a mausoleum, it was probably a noble.
So therefore, it's fine.
No,
I'm so torn about the value. I'm so fascinated by the value system that's being put on display right here.
Mm-hmm.
Like either it's like a sanctified thing or it's not. Either it's sacred or it's an item. Like you can't like picking and choosing like that is like it's absurd.
See, we're going back to the
Well,
thing.
it's not that it's not that it's picking and choosing. It's more that you clearly don't see it this way, so I have to reframe it in a way that you might see. It's the exact same like thinking as don't kill this guy so you can revivify him. That costs money because the moral stance isn't going to work on you. So I have to go with the monetary value stance on that one.
Well, and yeah, that made sense to me because it's like burning a significant amount of resources in order to get a scientific insight, which normally he'd be fine with, but it's not his money. He's broke right now.
Now you got some money. Now you can revivify.
I mean, I don't have that. It's well, I guess I have just as much claim to it as anyone else does.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm probably not going to sell any of the valuable stuff.
Why not? You need
At
money.
least, yeah. Well, we got to go find. Maybe we'll get the blessing of Esmeralda.
Maybe.
Also, fucking crazy to be an adventurer that talks about the personal property rights. We're fucking like that's the career path that is least respected property rights ever.
Yep.
I'm not an adventurer.
Well, no, I guess
Says the person who's
I'm guardian of the Kogan Valley. That's not my job description.
The second you've pulled yourself out of that hill that you've been stuck in for several hundred years, you immediately started adventuring all over the fucking country.
Not
okay.
All over. You haven't.
That's not my occupation. Adventurer isn't an occupation. If you walk up to an employment office and say I'm an adventurer, they're going to categorize you as unemployed.
If I took like a triangular piece of metal and put it on a long wooden handle and I used it to displace earth and wood, like earth and dirt and like other things, would you call that a shovel?
Maybe.
Because if it looks like a shovel, and it quacks like a shovel, and it steals personal property, and it like kills evil beings like a shovel. And if it steals personal property like a shovel, then it's probably a shovel.
It's probably a duck.
Like, I mean, you didn't insist that it's not what you are all you want, but you're doing the exact same thing an adventurer would do, so...
Well, no, I don't steal things from people.
What are you talking about? You are in a stolen carriage!
With a stolen saber-tooth tiger.
Has Rictavio given you permission?
Mirabelle gave me permission.
I'm sorry. Is Mirabelle on the fucking title to this carriage? Is it Mirabelle's like wandering carnival on the side?
She's the head.
Face it, man. You're an adventurer.
I was just about to say, it's very funny that we have like a party of three. One's a construct, and the one that really, really values the like human life is the construct. But we've gone so far beyond that.
I mean, it started out as I think when we started, I said that my oath was the laws of robotics. I just straight up Asimov's laws of robotics. And it kind of strayed from that a bit, but it's still basically that.
Well, your tenets are different, but
my tenets are different.
Yes, but they were very similar.
All I'm saying is that Joshua is here to how do I want to put this? Joshua doesn't care for like social niceties, and he has an incredibly simple and very easy to understand value system, and he doesn't have any patience for any level of hypocrisy on that. I think if he thinks that you're being like a hypocrite with this, like he does genuinely think that you're a hypocrite for like that shit that you pulled earlier. And like he'll let you know, like that's hypocritical. Like if like this is an item and that's an item and you're stealing that and you're not going to pay him back, or like you talked about like putting whatever's left back. So like what's going on, man? What's happening?
We're gonna save him.
Yeah, but you still stole all of his shit.
Give it all back.
I'm going to save everyone from death. But you don't see me stealing every fucking like Tom, Dick, and Harry's like left like fucking like last gold piece.
Yeah, just their bones.
Just their bones.
Yeah, just their bones. Well, they're not even using them anymore. That's not even them anymore.
Listen, we had a run in with a bone thief. Not a good time.
Yeah, well, God, probably for the best he didn't accidentally wander into the. He didn't accidentally wander into like the sepulchre of like Saint Angel, right?
Oh no.
No, that's hidden.
Okay, because you would have told. Because like you would have told. Like that would maybe I should have asked a couple more questions because you wouldn't know.
That would have been really funny.
I still want to know what happened.
Hilarious.
I still want to know what happened in that mausoleum.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you like a little bit of a hint.
Sparks flew.
I can give you like a little bit of a hint, and just enough so that you know that one comic where it's like, I'm hungry. What do you want? It's like the souls of the damned. It's like a bagel.
No, 2 bagels.
Yeah, 2.
That's
bagels.
Basically what happened. He had some bagels.
I mean, bagels are pretty good.
Bagels are pretty good. It was a lot of fun to improv, like what Lazarus was saying. I did not expect you to go so ham on like talking about dicks.
I mean, I figured like I already talked about like Lazarus's like idea, like he was like horrified at the idea of like he was like really distraught at the idea of being in like a female vessel, and it's like something that Lazarus didn't like actually, or like something that like Joshua like genuinely didn't understand. Like he didn't really get like what the big deal was.
Yeah,
because it was like the soul is the thing.
Yeah, I was telling Detdet, I super get that because I would be on board with Joshua. Like, but also, like, I just don't experience body dysmorphia.
Exactly.
The soul is where the gender lives.
Yeah, the soul is like I think to Joshua, it's like the soul is the person. Mm-hmm. Like the meat is the meat. It's like I think he almost views like a vessel, like a vessel or like a body in much the same way like you would view like a pair of clothes, like a set of clothes, like an outfit or something like that. It's something you can take on and put off, but like the person isn't like you're not the outfit you're wearing. It's something you put on and take off, and that's what he considers to be a soul. Well, the soul is like the person, and the body and like the vessel is like what you put on and take off. I mean, like the souls exist outside of vessels. And souls can be placed into things.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of weird to see you like walk past all the soulless and like act like it's kind of strange. You just be like, those aren't people. I shouldn't even bother.
Well, it's not even that. It's not like he was like he's just not going to go out of his way. It's like I'll nod and smile at like an animal walking by, like a dog or something like that. But I'm not going to like start a conversation with it. You know, like
I absolutely have conversations with passing dogs.
Yeah, me too.
That was probably a bad example, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at, right?
It is funny that we kind of had this conversation twice because Thalin, back when he found out about like soulless people, he was like, "Why don't we just kill them?"
Yeah, that was weird too.
I mean,
oh no, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Like I was kind of dancing around a little bit. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do like an in-character reveal, but we're having the conversation now, so I'm not going to be precious about it. Joshua doesn't consider like people without souls to be like real people in the same way that like I don't think I talked about it with you, certainly, but I don't know if I've talked about it with anyone else or done it on content. I couldn't remember.
Well,
But like,
Liger said, "Does agency make a human?" And you said no. No, or does agency make a person? You said no. A soul makes a person.
yeah, exactly. But like, he considers imagine there was like a smart like squirrel. Like there were squirrels that could just talk. Like they're not people. They don't have the same sort of like divine spark that's going on upstairs. And like you still wouldn't consider them to be like, maybe this is a bad example, but like
Yeah, in
he
D&D
considers them to be
specifically, like you can have like an actual like
yeah, that's fair.
intelligent friendship with a squirrel with the right spell.
Yeah, that's fair. I think what it is he doesn't consider like he considers them to be like particularly intelligent animals. And so he's not going out of his way to be rude to them. He's not going out of his way to like antagonize them. Like you wouldn't go out of your way to antagonize like a squirrel or some shit. Like you're not gonna fuck with a squirrel just because it's like not as intelligent as you are. It doesn't have the same sort of like understanding or like doesn't have like a soul in the same way or whatever. But like you're not gonna like I don't know. I wouldn't consider like a squirrel on the same level as like a person.
And
There's not equivalent weight there.
on the exact opposite side of that spectrum, Beacon has been doing a lot of pondering about the spontaneous generation of his soul from the soul of Garadon. That just like, oh, new souls.
Oh
can
yeah,
just
no,
be
he's still.
created.
Oh no, he's still fascinated by you. Like if you gave him an opportunity, he would be studying you like 24/7. Like
Is there no
and he
reason
would
that the
like
soulless couldn't develop souls this way?
well, that's part of the reason like it's not like a spontaneous generation, but it's actually a very like deliberate one. That's the whole point of Lazarus. Lazarus was like a good friend, like he was an assistant, and like a genuinely like a good friend. Like Josh would probably consider him to be like his favorite pet dog or something like that, or something along those lines. But like Lazarus was soulless. I mean, it's his value system. It's just how he sees the world. It's how he sees the people around him.
Also, I'm more confused about Joshua's daughter every time she's mentioned.
Basilka.
Oh no, that's good. That's fine. I'm not clearing that up. That one I'm leaving confusing.
Is she Lazarus's daughter that you're just taking care of?
Don't worry about it. You'll find out. Anyways, so what's going on with Lazarus is that he was soulless, and like Joshua had like a really really particular fondness for him. He was like one of his good friends, even though like he didn't have a soul, and like Joshua didn't like truly consider him to be like a person the same way like another like person with a soul is. And he came up with this idea because he's like when Lazarus dies, that's it. Like Lazarus is like it might as well as be like cosmically that Lazarus has never existed. And like he's always considered that to be like really heartbreaking because it's not their fault that they were born without a soul. So he came up with this arcane soul matrix and he was like, well, because he's noticed and like there's like records of like evidence that like a soul can affect the physicality of the body in ways that like aren't explained by like genetics or something like that. Like Arena's like in Tatiana's reincarnations, for example, like he doesn't necessarily know about that specific example, but he knows about the concept where like Arena's like and Tatiana's reincarnations have always had red hair. So the soul can shape the vessel. And he kind of thought, well, what if the reverse was true? What if the vessel could shape the soul? And he came up with the arcane soul matrix, and he like implanted it into Lazarus, like essentially a blank matrix, in the hopes that it would like work as a reverse process, like it would create a soul for Lazarus. And it did to a certain extent, like the physicality, like the memories, the brain impulses, like the conscious thought imprinted itself onto the soul matrix, and it became sort of like an acting soul. And it like then like a little while after that, like Lazarus died. and the soul stuck around. Like the soul matrix didn't like enter this sort of like cycle of reincarnation, like as small as it is in Barovia. It hung around like the body. It hung around like Joshua, and he realized that like he's got something. It's not quite the same as a regular soul, but it is something that could potentially work like that, or give some semblance of it, or some semblance of like lasting potential to the soulless. So part of his arc is like yeah, go ahead.
Has Joshua ever played Kingdom Hearts?
Probably not.
I can't stress enough how much Joshua is Xehanort.
So here's the thing is that like I thought about saying this and I was like, oh wait, this is gonna come across like a joke. Joshua is genuinely a medieval peasant. So no, he has not played Kingdom Hearts.
I was wondering.
Look at it. He's like, why people talking like, yeah, like obviously the nobodies shouldn't exist. Like not maybe that they shouldn't exist, but like yeah, they're not the same level.
I was actually wondering whether or not Joshua was like a noble or something, just because he has a surname and an occupation.
Well, everyone has
like,
a surname.
Well,
yes.
As a scientist.
Iosefvich is literally just son of Joseph, or like son of Iosef. Like that's all it is. Like,
yeah.
Well, the only time I've seen Vic as like a suffix is in the noble houses with Ismarkins, the Burgermeister.
It's not always like that. It's just like if you are passing on the last name, then it is like that. But even then, not all the noble houses do that, because there was von Holtz and Watcher.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally just it's the same way as just like any like son of whatever. It's like it's like a last name, sure, but it's more of an identifier of like it's an identifier of family, like the literal sense. Like it's letting people know who your dad is.
Speaking of noble houses, I forgot to follow up on this, but there's a thing that Danica told us at the beginning of last session about the noble houses.
Yes.
That I just completely forgot to follow up on.
So Adelaide showed up and it's like, hey, if you mentioned that House von Holtz or House Karlov are in with Strahd, we're gonna kill you.
Well, I was always planning to dismantle the noble system entirely.
That's what you said to her immediately after, which was very funny. You're like, yeah, we won't tell anyone. We're just gonna kill him.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a joke involved. What's funny about that?
I mean,
I made it clear in my speech in the center of town.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, just the way that you were like, oh, it won't be a problem because we're going to dismantle the houses.
Yeah, we gotta shut down the house that's making child brides for Strahd. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that one. That one we cannot abide its existence.
Not the house that is just Strahd, the house that makes brides for him.
Listen, we'll get to that one.
This one's more problematic. We gotta cancel that one first.
Interesting.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to discuss before we end for tonight?
Excited to get to Grass.
I'm
sure
so
everyone's gonna
excited.
be super. I'm sure everyone's gonna be super cool with Joshua coming back with a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like friends.
A lot of friends, actually.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you're gonna go find Vasilka, and you guys are gonna be like, wow, this little girl's so cute. And then you guys are just gonna leave with her, and it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
She's a body, isn't she?
Everyone's a body.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, yeah.
All right.
We're gonna have to fight the abbot or whatever.
Let's see. Who can we raid?
I mean, I did tell you he was crazy.
Yeah, he did.
And he was going to offer up the sickle to Strahd.
He's going to be the most sane man we've met.
All right, so we are going to raid out to Talk TV, who is playing some Peak, doing the new update. Oh, he just got the ritual dagger. Hell yeah!
Let's go, baby.
Did you ever get that, Liger?
No.
Okay, don't worry about it. It's fine. It probably doesn't even do anything.
It's so normal.
All right, so we are good to raid. Chat, thank you so much for coming in. I will see you on the flip side, Ice Spice. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta do the thing.
I know it.
Oh my god, I want to be a glizzy